Hey guys, thanks for hanging out right now. Right now this is my personal warm-up for the stream. My friends list is full too, Kiwi. Guion 2 is back. Yes, Guion is back. Thanks everybody for the follows. I know a lot of people have been following overnight. I appreciate you guys. So, I'm a little nervous, even though I stream Honkai like every day of the week, except for weekends and Wednesdays. I've been trying to balance things out nowadays. Yeah, Seraphim. Oh man, Seraphim's here. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, Seraphim. Seraphim is my stream coach for today. So, yeah, we'll be chilling here for a bit. The main show is still an hour away. That's what the timer is for. At probably 40 minutes left on the timer, I'll probably go on break for a little bit, and then we'll come back. Thanks everybody coming in from Sakurama's raid. Aravisu, how's it going, man? Dawn and Dusk. Yeah, where's the hair? I used to have more hair, didn't I? And then I started playing this game. Hikari, how's it going? This is the third waiting room. This is the third waiting room, guys. Ray, how's it going? I know Zikadla's also lurking in here. Kupo the Fifth, how's it going? Overlord Tiny, thanks for showing up. Seeing our usual crew. How many more minutes before the code? Probably an hour and 30 minutes, haha. The first code will be halfway into the show. We'll have a special quiz, and then after the quiz we'll have the first code, and then the second code will be at the end of the official stream. Yeah, thanks. I love listening to the soundtrack. The soundtrack is on Spotify. Look up Hoyo Mix on Spotify. Helsing Senpai, how's it going? Shadow, everybody else I missed. I am on daylight savings, but we did adjust the stream time for daylight savings. How much time till the official stream? The countdown is up, so there's exactly 1 hour left before the start of the main stream. So we'll just be hanging out. This is kind of my warm-up. So far, stream's looking good. We don't have any FPS frame drops or anything. 1 hour to bald. Yes, we should do that. I still need to play my Abyss. I'm in the same bracket as Meftal. Where's Meftal? Meftal should be in the chat today too. Same bracket as Meftal and Zed. I'm pretty sure I'm not retaining this time. Lito's also here. Lito's also a really good player. So somehow I'm in Nirvana this cycle. I had a pretty easy bracket last time. I barely made it in third place last cycle. So Run's here. Oh. Fear of Code, long time supporter of the channel. Thank you again for 11 months. Thank you so much. So Fear of Code is an old school friend of mine. He used to do some stuff with esports back in the day, like the old school days of StarCraft esports. He was involved in that scene. Yeah, it's I'll probably need to disable the stream elements for all the follow notifications too. Let me actually manage that right now. So I'm gonna disable follows for now. But I think everything else I'll leave up, but I think everything else should be muted. Thank you, Zizak. I saw you were here earlier yesterday, I believe, or earlier today. Thank you for the sub. I know, Elias. Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh my goodness. Let me start balding just a little bit to calm myself down. Dresden, I'm doing alright. A little nervous for today, but I'm doing alright. Yeah. Why am I nervous? I'm the Fenris. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks. Just scream into a pillow. Hu Tao waifu. I skipped Hu Tao because I had Hu Tao at home. But I respect people that did pull for Hu Tao. I am a little bit excited for Eula. How many of y'all watched the stream yesterday for Genshin? I was a little surprised that the English stream, they actually didn't drop the teaser. Hu Tao? Yeah, exactly. Honkai is my favorite barbershop. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Eula's looking pretty cool. I don't know if I'll pull for her. I might do a little bit of pulling, but I kind of pulled Child on accident, like, early, right? We were trying to pull for Rosaria, and we somehow got Child 11 pulls after the Venti Pity. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So eventually I'll have to build Child up, and he'll probably be, like, support for, my Ganyu. Oh. What happened here? Try for Yanfei? Yeah, if I can get Yanfei, it'll be nice, but if I don't get her, I'll try to get her later on. Was I in DJ's Wishing Well? I was, Terrence. It worked. It backfired. It backfired. It's like, you know how DJ Miss, his luck sometimes backfires because it's like, it's too much luck? So one of my friends that plays Genshin, he's low spender, but he has, like, insane streamer luck. Yeah, I have Yanfei at home. It's called Klee. Uh-oh, I have to be very careful here. Sorry, I'm, you want that streamer luck. 4.7, yes, next Thursday. Make sure on Wednesday you guys spend all your stamina before maintenance hours. Before the real maintenance hours, because 4.7 maintenance Thursday, banners go live Friday, and then Battle Pass on Monday. Oh, Dresden, you're very welcome. Seraphim and I, we've been growing the community on Twitch. People like Sakurama, Hikari, Layaz, Adrox. Adrox is still streaming right now. He's actually doing daughter-father stream. It was actually very good. They were playing Animal Crossing. It was very cute. I think Adrox should be next in line for a pre-show eventually, if not for a main show, because he's actually very entertaining. But I don't want to put that pressure on him right away. Seraphim can probably talk it over with the community managers, but as a suggestion, I think Adrox is he's up and coming, and I find his content very engaging and fun too. So this cycle in Nirvana, it is type counter weather, with the side stage being was it Ice Weather side stage, right? I messed up. I should have saved the ultimate for the when I had enough SP. This is how I died last time. I stayed inside and I ate the laser and died. Yesterday I was doing this. I did 2 attempts where both attempts I had a main character die, which is what you don't want to do in Abyss. Said the stream for the preview starts now and not in an hour. The in-game notice is for GMT -5. But we are in daylight's time. So Robs and I were actually starting in 1 hour. So there's a 1 hour offset. Oh, I might run out of time again. I might have to bald a little bit. The new Sealy does look good. There's a lot of discussion right now in the high-level communities about what should be priority right now. And I highly recommend that you guys do your research, do your appropriate research, because for some players, you'll want the Haxor Bunny gear. Because the Haxor Bunny's gear is pretty insane. I might run out of time here. Oh no. Gotta bald my hair. Yeah, server time. Server time is 1 hour off. Oh my goodness, 5 seconds left. 5 seconds left on the clock. That was... Nirvana, guys. Seraphim! Ah! Thank you for the resub. It's in slow mode. Yeah, we put a 10-second slow mode just in case. Oh, Avalanche is in my bracket! Avalanche is pretty good. Last time I went head-to-head with Avalanche, he beat me by a couple of points. We were fighting Rhymestar. Really funny story. We were fighting Rhymestar, and he had Dea Ancora full gear, and I was trying my best with Hersher of Sentience. I got to 700 with Hersher of Sentience, but he beat me by like 6 to 16 points with Dea Ancora. It was a lot of fun. We were still in Red Lotus that cycle. Oh my goodness, Avalanche. So I'm surprised Avalanche is in my cycle this time. I don't know if he can compete with Meftal and all, but he got me good last time. Avalanche definitely got me good last time. How much time is left? We still got like a lot of time, right? Must have been rather competitive. What server is this? This is EU right now. This is EU. So we're at 9:39, 9:33. Sorry, reading. 9:33 disturbance right now. Ziazis, how's it going, man? I see you on the leaderboards all the time. Oh, I look up to you, man. Hey guys, don't embarrass me in front of my friends. So I'm expecting we will get a lot of high-level players. I know some SCA players like to stay up late and watch. I think I missed a bunch of subs too, huh? Because I noticed my sub count went up. I know Adrox gifted some subs earlier. Oh yeah, he did. I have my alerts off. Thank you, Adrox. I know you're probably lurking in. I'm having a lot of excitement today. But yeah, I know a lot of SCA players will sometimes stay up late. A lot of EU players. Yeah. Haxor or Starchasm? I would say in terms of combat performance, Huafu, Starchasm will hands down be your main DPS, but Haxor will be very important support going forward. Both in Abyss and in MA. From a strictly endgame standpoint, I would not recommend spending crystals for Haxor herself, but if you are in a position to spend crystals, and we will get into this in the mainstream, we'll talk about her gear, all the advantages that her gear provides and everything. her gear is really sweet. Hey, Yui, how's it going? So Yui, for instance, is Yui is an SCA player, very good SCA player who's helped me quite a bit. We were malding yesterday to try to raise our score on SK to go for the 573, and I was stuck at like 520. I just couldn't execute far enough, and Yui's like, oh yeah, but what if you just skip the dodge? And I skipped the dodge and it worked. Yo, Bunny any good? Bunny is good. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that a lot once the main stream starts. Right now, I'm trying to get my Abyss done for the week. Welcome, Borek. Welcome everybody tuning in from all the in-game alerts, the in-game news posts, all the Facebook notifications, any phone, mobile, in-game notifications and stuff. So, yeah. I turned off squats for this, but at the end of the stream, Pepperoni, just for you guys, I'll do 40 squats, but we'll wait till the end of the official stream. I think you can, Liaz. Don't doubt yourself. Oh, this is the wrong team. My bad. I gotta set up the team. Which combos do I prefer endgame? What do you mean by combos? There's a lot of combos that you'll have to prepare for in endgame. A lot of team combinations, a lot of team compositions. It really depends on the problem that you're solving, the content that you're clearing, and the fight, right? Because what you use in MA is going to be different from what you use in Abyss. Alright, let me see. I have to use DK. Bear with me because I haven't studied any videos. Between prep for 4.7 and then, you know, glancing at some of the 4.8 content, I feel like, and then keeping up with my own account dailies, and also keeping up with Genshin, I've been feeling a little bit stretched, but in a good way. But one of the consequences of that is, like, I haven't actually had a lot of time to research the cutting edge meta. So I'm sure a lot of you that, you know, you've spent a lot of time in the game, you're in part of a lot of Discord servers, right? Am I taking breaks? I will be taking a short break 15 minutes before the stream starts. Oh, we got a lot of hydrates, huh? Alright, let me hydrate. I will be taking a 15-minute break before we start the main stream. And we'll have like a waiting screen for that. Yeah, so yeah, I haven't had a lot of time to research a lot of the high-end strategies like I used to do. Seraphim, oh my goodness, the gift subs. Hey Hypno, you don't bully Seraphim next time, Hypno. All right, he gifted you a gift sub. All right. I know you like to go back and forth with Seraphim from time to time, but come on now. Hypno and Meftal, they're both really, really good players. Bullied? Not bullied, he was just talking smack one time. But it's okay, he was just talking smack. Friendly smack. Used to it with Meftal, right? Because I know Meftal likes to push you to bald a little bit. I know Meftal likes to push you to bald, and you're like, no, I just want to chill today. I just want to play Threshold Breach. Sorry to throw you under the bus, Hypno. I know you didn't mean it that way. Don't bully me later in the Discord, Hypno. Alright, so I saw that I managed to attain Nirvana status, and you would like to as well. Status-wise, level 84 as of 2 days ago, 10 triple S ranks, and the rest of Tossa, primarily fire and elemental user. Any suggestions? I would start working on rounding out your account, Zax Marquise. Hey, I'm a big Gundam Wing fan as well. I have a couple of model kits downstairs I still gotta go back and build. So is the giveaway code limited use? We will have crystal codes. Yes. They are short expiration for today. Time limited. But if you are playing multiple accounts, like I play on NA and EU, you can use them once per account. Shiroi, thank you for the host. Shiroi, one of my artist friends. She's a graphic designer for Team Liquid. One of the oldest long-standing esports teams. So she's actually staff on Team Liquid. If you guys are familiar with Team Liquid esport, I used to follow a lot of StarCraft 2, but some of you guys might be familiar with their League of Legends team. Shiroi was actually the person who came up with their mascot, Blue. Did I just say codes? Yes, we will have crystal codes later on in the stream. No, they will not have they will not be 100. They will not be limited in the way that Genshin codes are. So you don't have to worry about that. Meftel, how's it going? Yeah, we still got 41 minutes. All right. Let me find my fervent tempo. I need to do a little bit of balding to try to calm down. I honestly don't remember too much about this fight, so bear with me, especially you high-end players in the chat. I know y'all are there. Bear with me as I try to remember how to play this fight, because it's been a couple cycles since this fight came back, and I don't even remember what I did last cycle. Codes will work for mobile, but just make sure if you're an SCA player, the SCA codes have already been published earlier in the day. I tuned in a little bit on MG's stream. MG did a great job. I didn't catch any of the other streamers, but MG did already publish the SCA codes. If you guys are on Southeast Asia server, please check your Armada Discords, check the official Discord too. They might have posted it there as well. But the codes from today will be for global servers, so EU and America's server. Is AE still the go-to support for elemental DPS? Yes. At the high end, there will be some nuance where certain fights you'll still want to use Phoenix, but for Abyss, AE is definitely the go-to. Certain strategies at high end will still require AE, and it'll be interesting, like, how well can you arrange your gear and arrange your lockouts. Alright, let's see if I still remember how to do this, because I'm kind of on the spot here, and I don't remember how to play. Oh, I messed up. It's okay, we'll just keep going. Let me get a score posted first. So a lot of times when I'm in Nirvana, I actually don't have the capacity to retain yet. I've only retained Nirvana only once, career-wise. And that was in December during a lightning weather Nihilius. Rob was getting on our case recently. He was like, you guys gotta say the right name. You can't just call him Clock Boss. Sorry, I forgot to QTE in. This is bad, but it's okay. We'll just keep playing. We'll just go for the kill first. So, a lot of times when I know I can't retain in Nirvana, I try at least to get the boss kill. Because certain bosses scale differently than others. And some bosses are easier to clear in Nirvana than others. Sometimes you end up doing some like crazy janky stuff. Oh, sorry, I missed the ultimate timing again, but just bear with me. I remember the last time Fire Heimdall was up in Nirvana, we had to resort to really crazy tactics like Phoenix DPS because I didn't have SS Blood Rose. Some of y'all on NA might be familiar seeing like Iria Baker, right? Iria Baker did one of the side stages with Phoenix, and so like after he posted his run, I was like, yes. But I managed to kill Heimdall with Phoenix. It was really janky, and it was actually somebody else in my lobby who who also did Phoenix DPS, and Hikari pointed that out to me because I was completely stuck. The way Heimdall works. Sorry, this is really janky fight, and I honestly don't know if I'll have the DPS to clear it smoothly on Nirvana. But the way Heimdall works in Nirvana, he's super tanky, and he also has shield layers that you have to clear. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to focus a little bit while telling the story, but I'll catch up with chat here in a second. I couldn't beat it with HT at all. So I had to resort to Phoenix DPS that time. Is it normal for cutscenes to not have English subtitles? What you'll need to do is go into your directory and manually unzip them. Oh shoot. Hey Mage Waffles. So Mage Waffles is my Armada leader from NA. So sorry guys, like you know, I almost feel like this would be easier with CH rotationally. I think I might need to adjust my rotation here. I'm kind of learning on the fly, relearning the fight on the fly. Cause last time I did this fight, it was always with it was like DKCH FT. So what you'll need to do is you'll go into the directory, and you'll want to go into like streaming assets or data, streaming assets, video. I should actually alt first and then switch to, here we go. Go this way, right? Quest, how's it going, man? Thanks for hanging out. I know you've been watching a bunch of the pre-shows earlier today. Yeah, and while we're here, I want to give a shout out to a bunch of the other streamers on Twitch. Again, I know Adrox is having a father-daughter day today, so he's still live right now. Seraphim for giving me the opportunity. Hikari, who one of the also a 2% sometimes top 100 player on EU. Oh no. I'm so sorry, guys. You guys have to watch me play scuffed. DJ, how's it going? So DJ's an FGC friend of mine. He streams Genshin sometimes. He does a lot of variety games. Alright, let's see if I can focus here a little bit. Last time we so I'm gonna use the charge attack here to help whittle the shield down. And then the next rotation will come back in for the kill. Let's see if we can whittle down the shield a little bit more. Is there a time limit for when the code? It's probably going to be 24 hours, Dresden. What'll probably end up happening if we don't kill it, we'll try to go as far as we can before we go on break. And then I'll have to watch some videos and study a little bit and get some help from my senseis as well. I'm a little bit under geared, but not really. Theoretically, I should have the gear for this, but my brain is a little bit not quite there today, so I'm trying my best. Oh, a new drawing. Nice. I will definitely make sure to check it later. Probably after... Oh no. Oh no. We have the outrage mode. So this is traditionally outrage mode is a part of the fight you don't want to encounter. So you actually have to dodge clean. Traditionally in MA, you'll probably encounter outrage mode when you don't have enough DPS. And it looks like I'm not gonna even be able to clear it in time, to be honest. Alright, let's see if I can at least... Yeah, this is bad. I'll have to do some studying. But hey, thanks for thanks everybody hanging out, watching me suffer for a little bit. Alright. Nanaya's here, yes. Whew. Oh man. Yeah, I remember the last time I had to fight SK, it was probably like a good, 20 to 40 degrees disturbance less. DJ, I love to watch you suffer because I never artifact with him anymore. Thanks everybody filing in. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm super excited for a lot of things that are coming in 4.7. Some of the stuff I might not be able to get into during the main stream, but I'll try to cover a little bit during the freestyle Q&A portion, as well as the post stream. Beat Meftal because he's watching. No. Meftal plays on another level. Meftal is actually very, very good at this game. One, he outgears me. Two, he actually knows what he's doing. Seraphim, Hypno, Meftal, Yui, they all know what they're doing, and I'm just kind of like, I'm bumbling through, honestly. I'm bumbling through a lot of times. The last couple of weeks, I've been trying to take it easy in Memorial Arena. I've been just taking the 2% and just chilling. Disembodied head next to your name. You have been gifted a subscription earlier, RWH. I'm brute forcing. Trying to. When I make it into Nirvana, my goal is to survive, usually. Just push buttons. A lot of times, that's how I feel. That's how I feel a lot of times. Friends with Pixel, you don't know how. Lyaz, you probably had him as like a support like long time ago or something. Who's my favorite Honkai character personality-wise? Well, let me tell you about my favorite character in Honkai. Elnard XD, thank you for the Prime sub. I'm sorry guys, I'm probably gonna be missing a lot of notifications today. And thank you RWH for the hydrate. The good long story. Yes, my favorite character is Himiko. Alright, my favorite character is Himiko. As I've gotten older, one of the things, right? We recently had the Evangelion collaboration, patch 4.5, one of my favorite patches of all time playing Honkai. And when I started playing Honkai early on, I realized, like, damn, they have a lot of influence from Evangelion. Himiko is like that Misato archetype. I picked up on that right away. And sure enough, during the 4.5 event, Himiko was playing the role of Misato. Fenrir PR, Mr. Whip himself, thank you so much for the gift subs. Fenrir PR is my cadet, my main cadet on NA server. And he's also in the same armada as myself and Mage Waffles. He's been busy with work lately, so I don't know how much time he's had to play, but he's been busy. But yeah, Himiko's my favorite Valkyrie. I pre-ordered the statue. I pre-ordered the statue, man. I can't wait for that Himiko statue, the Vermilion Knight statue. I can't wait. Why is there no Hersher for Himiko, Chubby? I would wait. I would patiently wait. You don't know what's coming. I don't know what's coming in the future, but I eagerly wait. There's a lot of speculation that she will return, potentially, but nothing is confirmed. So all we can do is patiently wait. We have to patiently wait, just like when we patiently farm our crystals and save up our crystals for the next S rank. Her suit does have a core in it. Yes, Ziazis is actually very, very correct. When she put on the Vermilion Knight battlesuit, it has the Hersher core from the previous Hersher of Flames. Either that or she ended up in Genshin. If she gets announced in Genshin, I'm saving all my primos for her. I'll tell you right now. Saving all my primos. Yes. But we know that she's listed as MIA. I forget, one of the recent story chapters, Teresa in one of the dialogues actually says that her body is missing, and then Hersher of Sentience did say something that she's in the Sea of Quanta, or in the imaginary space. And most of the times when it comes to works of fiction and intellectual properties, that means they're not dead. When they say they're MIA, or, you know, we haven't found them. You know, the running joke in comic books is nobody stays forever except, you know, they list 3 names, but even those 3 names never stay dead, right? Jason Todd, Uncle Ben, and Gwen Stacy, even those characters have been brought back, so... I patiently wait. I patiently wait for the next Himiko. And I will... if it's an S rank, I may consider double S. I don't think I have the budget for triple S, but I may consider double S. But definitely I will full gear her if there is a new Himiko. SP Raiden May when? Probably not that soon, because Hersher of Thunder is still very much top meta. And Danzai Spectromancer, the Augment Core, is farmable. So I highly recommend slow farming Danzai eventually. I wouldn't say that she's high priority, but she is good to have in the roster as a backup support. And she does sometimes help with the Bloodbane physical stage. Before Hersher of Sentience came out, before Asuka came out, I actually used Danzai Spectromancer with CH and SA to clear Bloodbane. I remember when Super String first launched, I had such a hard time fighting Bloodbane. May is turning into Electro Archon? I don't have any confirmation. I can neither confirm nor deny. How far can you get with only free-to-play? You don't have money to spend? You can get very far with just free-to-play. It really depends on what your goals are in the game, Man of Power. There's a lot of players who like to play the game for collection and just play story. And collection and story is completely free-to-playable. If you start dipping your toes on the competitive side, it's doable, but it will take longer as a pure free-to-play. A lot of players that do start dipping their toes into competitive will start to consider either doing a monthly card or a battle pass, which gives you the most value in terms of money spent. I know plenty of players, even on SCA, they're able to, you know, retain 2%, occasionally even top 100, and they're just battle pass and monthly card. Well, top 100 in SCA is kind of hard now, but they can still 2% and Nirvana. And I know on EU, GNet is a pure free-to-play player who still regularly tops 100. But GNet has a long time playing advantage. So because GNet's been playing a longer time, their account is better equipped because they've been able to farm longer. Nowadays, as a pure free-to-play, you have to be patient if you want to try competitive side. But again, there's a lot of non-competitive game modes that you can very easily engage in and complete fully. Every patch has a new patch, time-limited event that is very, very fun. Sometimes it gets a little grindy, but for the most part, there's like a fresh story, some cool daily stages, a lot of free rewards just from playing the event. You get event currency, you can buy free stuff in the event shop, and we'll be going over some of that stuff in the 4.7, like all the different rewards that you can get in 4.7. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming down the line. And I know a lot of the end game players, you've already seen a lot of stuff, you've already done a lot of research. I will try to do some demos at the end to showcase some of the high-end applications, medium high-end. I know you guys have already seen a lot of the ultra high-end footage. There's a lot of stuff for Superstring that's coming out next patch that type counter HOS as a boss will be a thing. I'll try to go over some of the alternative solutions. Well, I guess we could actually talk about it right now. Well, I got 5 minutes until I'm supposed to go on break. So we'll cover some of that info later on. I know like Ziadzis, he's probably gonna have like full gear. He'll be able to fully Abyss Flower the crap out of type counter HOS. And then, you know, players like Seraphim, who's been playing for a long time, he'll be able to GK versus like Range Weather or Saha Asuka. And it's gonna be amazing. But yeah, I'll try to go over some of those Superstring changes as well, because there's a lot of stuff coming down the line. I know a lot of players that are 81 and up are going to be excited about the change to Rhymestar. Rhymestar has some really nice changes coming down the line. I think everybody will appreciate, as well as some direct buffs for Sakano Rondo to help players with Rhymestar. What happened with the first code? We have not gotten there yet. We have not gone to the first code. First code will probably be in 45 minutes time, 45 to 50 minutes time. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll get there, but stay tuned for the first code. Is there a great place to read about resource management? You're only playing for 3 months, still don't understand a lot about the different resourcing and crafting. Here, I highly recommend checking out the official Discord. There's a lot of guides, some even written by Seraphim, in the help channel. If you click on the Discord button on the iPhone in-game, codes please. Sorry Zoro, you'll have to wait a little bit longer. Is the update today? No, update will be next Thursday. Next Thursday. Empyrean skin is god tier for Sealy. Yes. Yes. Sealy is a big Fuhua fanboy. Big Fuhua fanboy. And he's proud of it. And he should be. You know? Bigger than you? Adrox, have you triple S your AE yet? Maybe on the next AE banner, you can try to catch up to Seraphim. Your NS is triple S. That's all that matters. Yes, actually, for now, Adrox, that is all that matters. But next on your list is getting HF to triple S. That's next on your list. Tendre este la mort. Thank you for the prime. 2 months. Did you change your name? Thank you for the resub. And thanks everybody for the follows. I really do appreciate it. We've been trying to grow the community on Twitch. There's a lot of streamers at all hours of the night and all hours of the day. Seraphim, Ryuko, Robs, Hikari, Adrox, Lyaz. Slap started streaming Honkai, but I only think he does like certain nights. I seen Liz Dance give Honkai a try. She's streaming like 1 or 2 nights a week playing through the story. I'm probably forgetting a lot of people. Smiley's been playing Honkai as well. So it's coming soon. I know Seraphim's really excited for some of the post 4.7 stuff that he's probably seen bits and pieces of. Maybe some FHD Priarm. So Selfin probably seen some of that V1 footage and he's like, time to start saving money in my bank account. Yeah, if you guys are still having subtitle issues though, I know this was brought up earlier. One fix, I don't know if this one's a consistent fix. Clicking re-download here, this was one of the listed fixes, and I don't know if that's the main one that I always use is to manually unzip, and I believe Art Serious does have a guide on how to do that manually on the official Discord. So if you are having issues with subtitles not loading properly, and I know Pagan is one of our regulars in the stream, he was having issues with it not showing up in the right language too. I think he had to end up, like, he had to do something weird about it. And I think they did eventually fix it on his client. But yes, if you are having issues with subtitles, I believe Art Serious does have a guide on how to manually unzip your subtitle files from the directory. But that's on PC. They should show up on mobile, actually. But, yeah, I've had to actually start using my 7-zip in administrator mode to unzip all the subtitles. Today's Mr. Streamer's a cool guy. I'm an okay guy. I'm just an above average player. You see the time. All right, we got 50 seconds. I'm gonna go on break. I'm gonna pull up a new. We'll pull up a different break screen. Cellophane was helping me out with some last-minute assets for the stream overlays today, and I really do appreciate it. There was a couple of stuff I didn't even think about until the morning of, and I'm super grateful that Cellophane was here to help me out with some of that stuff. So, is there going to be a trial stage for Haxor? Yes, we will actually be demoing some of the trial stages for Haxor. Alright, thank you for the bits, Zikadla. I appreciate you a lot. And I want to extend a shout out and a huge thanks for the SCA community, especially Zikadla and Yui and a bunch of you other folks. I know Chiruri sometimes lurks in the chat when he's able to. He might be asleep right now. Were the crystal codes already released? Not yet. We will get to them soon. Hashtag soon. Alright, I'm gonna go on break, and when we come back from break, we will start. So the timer's gonna be ticking down. What, Abyss bracket? Are you kidding me, dude? I am in Nirvana this time. I'm in Meftul's bracket, but I don't think I'm gonna retain. I'm gonna go on break. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick, get some more water, and when we come back, I'm gonna link up with Rob and make sure we're all synchronized. Holy moly, dollar streamer. I'm just above average, guys. Just above average. But I'll be right back. Hang out, enjoy the preview jams. emotes in the chat. Scam train, no Helsing. Let me actually close out my, reload my clients up. Have I brought water? I have. I have brought water. Alright. Captain on the bridge. Monkey is nuts. Glad to see you swing by. Also, Invincible, thank you again for the gifted subs. I must have missed the notification here. And thank you again for the resub as well. Game controller support for iOS? I do not think so. I don't think mobile has controller support yet. I actually know that there are still players in SCA and on the Chinese server that are really good on iPhone though. Like they're really good on iPhone. I think Defi, also another Twitch streamer, Defi used to play on iPhone all the way up until like a few months ago. Music too loud? Oh no, alright. Let me turn it down just a little bit. Is that better? Kaze, thanks for hanging out. Can't hear me. Really? Are you trolling me right now? You can hear me. Now you can. Okay, oh, I get what you're saying. The music's too loud, you couldn't hear me talking. Alright, let me make sure my own audio is alright. Did you guys have fun watching Sakurama? I had a lot of fun watching Sakurama this morning. And what about Hikari Love? Hikari Love also doing her MA and stuff. Alright, so Cellophane says we can do the trailer at 1:30 on the countdown. Rob starting? Rob's is doing a pre-stream of the pre-stream. He's watching other PBs. Oh, okay. Oh, that's such a good idea with the recap video. I didn't even think about that. I'll keep that in mind. I should have... Oh, dang it. I should have thought about that. Dang it, Cellophane. You should have reminded me. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. That's my bad. Is it Bronya? Yes, it's Bronya. Am I done yet? Soon. Waiting to line up with Rob's. It's walking, Bronya. Thank you, Hikari. This is Brony. Bring your dogs and cats. Hey, Deffy! Deffy is a NA top 100 player. Also streams on Twitch. Time to say goodbye. Ding dong, 你点的外卖来了. Thanks, Deffy. Oh, you're moving today. Oh, that's right, you're moving today, Deffy. Good luck with the move. How many crystals you have to give? It'll be 120 crystals total. We'll do 60 midway and then 60 at the end. The next Hersher will be me. Jeanette! Jeanette, thank you so much. Where's Toki? Hey, I don't know where's Toki. Toki's probably resting. Toki needs his rest. Toki has been balding on his Chinese exams and he needs his rest. Chiruri's here! Oh my goodness, Chiruri, a top SEA player. Oh my goodness. Just a reminder, everybody who is playing on SCA server, MG did publish the SCA codes already, so check your Armada discords, check your usual sources of SCA code information. Double rush the B, yes. I'm actually not that well read up on CS:GO, but I do remember Sakurama did make that joke. Alright, is he starting? He's starting. Alright, we're starting now. Alright, it's time.
Konnichiwa. 私たちの劇場へようこそ。レイブンズはしばらくお願いしますね。鍵、しばらく汝が持つのに。また会うことになるぞ、ハッカー。あとはブロニーに任せてください。やっとちゃんとした相手が来ました。刺激が欲しいですか？あっ！ Time to say goodbye.
How about now? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Time to say hello. I gotta wait for the stream delay to catch up. Let's get into it. I'm super excited for this patch. There's a lot of stuff coming this patch. Thank you for the bits. Oh shoot, I forgot to turn off the bits alerts too. Please hold all bits to the end. And Chris M. Robinson. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for stopping in, man. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming up in 4.7, but let's just go. Haxor Bunny is the newest Bronya battlesuit. She's an SP type A rank battlesuit, designed as a support. She's got a leader skill that buffs ultimates and burst modes for ice damage, and also stacks ice damage TDM based on number of ice damage dealers. Oftentimes, you probably won't use her as a leader, because if you pair her with HR leader will take precedence. Double S rank is her sweet spot because of this ability. We'll get into this further later, but I just want to go over some stuff. On the test account, she is triple S. Let's just get into the tutorial. Let's just play through the demo. Haxor Bunny is a Psi-type battlesuit capable of summoning drones in battle. She can boost the team's ice damage. The fourth sequence of Haxor Bunny's basic attack summons a drone that deals ice damage and restores KE, which is her meter for her. Basic attack, Hair Hunters. 4-sequence basic attack. Very straightforward, right? You'll use this a lot in open world and story stages. Against any enemy that has fast attack shield, you'll use the auto attacks as well. Ultimate is really cool. There's a lot of voice lines that come with the ultimate. So when you get a chance, try her out in open world and story stages and try to see if you can get all the voice lines on it. I don't think we go over some of the other stuff. Her dodge is a grenade that deploys. There's a 1-second delay on the dodge, and there's a 4-second time fracture on dodge. Her charge attack fires when you have full meter. Hold the attack button for charge attack. Special delivery. Your takeout is here. Not covered in this segment of the tutorial, but her weapon active is also really cool. We'll get into the weapon active as well. QTE. All right, this will be very fun. So in this context, Bronya lead, Hersher of Reason secondary, for demo reasons. A lot of times when you guys are playing your endgame content, your endgame modes, you will probably want Hersher of Reason to be leader. Haxor Trigger, QTE. So let's start with basic attacks. Chris M. Robinson, how things been? Let me catch up with you. Let me finish my presentation here. Haxor Bunny's drones attacks build up Haxor count. So this is very similar to how SA functions. SA has a meter or a stacking buff that goes up to 10. Haxor Bunnies will actually go up to 20. And you can see here, I guess my camera's kind of blocking the description. But drones build up Haxor count. When Haxor count reaches 20, Haxor Bunny casts QTE on to make enemies take damage. So even after Haxor Bunny leaves the field, her drones will continue to attack enemies and build up Haxor count. So we're gonna switch to HR right here. Drones continue to build up Haxor count, so you can start farming meter and SP on HR. So you can see here, once your Haxor count reaches 20, clear the count to unleash Haxor Bunny's QTE to make enemies take more ice damage. Very similar to how SA deploys her QTE as well. So we're gonna hit the QTE button. she'll swing in, drop in, and I think it refreshes the clones. During Haxor Bunny's QTE, tap her icon again when she has insufficient SP to switch her in. So very similar to how SA functions, right? Oops. Oh. So this is my turn. Haxor trigger ultimate. Now, very much like SA, Haxor Bunny can deploy her ultimate from off field. If you have her signature weapon, well, before I get ahead of myself, let's see if they cover it. Pretty sure I-chan describes it. Haxor Bunny can cast her ultimate during her QTE, so let's press the button. During Haxor Bunny's QTE, tap her icon again when she has enough SP to cast her ultimate. And you can see here, her weapon also deploys. Very similar to how SA functions. If you have her signature weapon, the weapon active will also deploy if you cast ultimate from QTE. One of the things that I mentioned earlier, her double S rank skill under charge attack allows her to farm SP from your teammates' charge attacks. So you can see here, I'm doing charge attacks on HR. And this will be one of the combos that come up in Team Synergy on the next tutorial. But ideally, well, HR ult kind of finished it, but ideally you would want to stack the ultimates together. Kind of Ice SA, but you can also use her to support other element types as well. One of the videos I've seen, and this is kind of cool for a lot of the endgame players, is there was footage where they used Haxor Bunny to bring back the Judah cross. So a lot of old school players love Oath of Judah. They joke that Oath of Judah is the Valkyrie, and Valkyrie Pledge, she's the equipment, she's the weapon. But I think it was Auto Guy, right? There was one run that they used Haxor Bunny, and it was like a 31.6 or higher kill on both Fox and Parvati. So it's pretty sweet. So I think endgame players looking for more variety in their gameplay, you'll definitely have more options open up for you. They will be redemption codes, right? So Haxor Bunny's ultimate evasion generates a grenade that explodes after 1 second. The grenade pulls in enemies, so you can use the dodge as a gather, and it triggers a global time fracture upon its explosion. So for endgame players trying to plan out their time fracture extensions, this time there is no leveling up involved as far as the duration of the time fracture. When Crusher Bunny 19C is wielded by Haxor Bunny, the weapon active will be auto-cast through QTE ultimate. So that's something I mentioned before, but you can look for it here, right? When we cast the ultimate, you can see here the double cannons blasting in the area of effect. Crusher Bunny 19C is a type of heavy weapon and can boost the wielder's ice damage. Let's see if they talk about it here. When wielded by Haxor Bunny, this weapon can accelerate drone attack, which helps you build your QTE stacks faster. The weapon active deals AoE ice damage and boosts the team's all elemental damage, which is really cool. Kind of like how there's other weapons that do the same thing for physical. Alright, defeat all enemies. Alright, I kind of missed the dodge there. So we'll ult here on For Sure Reason as we ult with Haxor Bunny. And this would be part of what you normally would do. Now, one thing really cool about Crusher Bunny 19C, it does apply Rhyme Trauma. It does apply Rhyme Trauma. So any codes that you get right now would be for SCA. I believe Hisama posted an SCA code, right? The global codes have not yet been released. So if you're playing on EU or America server, please stay tuned. Crusher Bunny 19C will apply Rhyme Trauma. And, you know, for some of you who might not have double S rank Blueberry Blitz and you're lacking Rhyme Trauma for Hodo, it does exist as an alternative option. I don't know specifically to your account whether or not it will be the better option. because, you know, your team comps will change depending on the gear that you have, etc., etc., etc. So there's a lot of factors in play, right? Do you have Saloon? Yes or no? You know, things like that you got to consider. So this is actually one of my favorite comps that I tested. You can actually use this comp on the range stage coming up in Super String. And you can actually use this against type counter HS too. Probably not in Nirvana, but for Red Lotus, this comp is actually quite solid. What is Rhyme Trauma? It is Ice Meter. So some bosses, how much trauma? It's about the same as Blueberry Blitz Charge. Is this a BD version 2? It is a BD alternative. I wouldn't say it's a 1-to-1 comparison. All right. Azure Imperia enters the field and uses the weapon active to restore SP. So this is a very good rotation demo. Most endgame players are pretty familiar with it. So, you know, you're farming SP on AE, then you switch to Haxor Bunny and use her charge attack to summon drones. Switch back to AE and cast her ultimate to pull in enemies and boost team damage. So you'll ultimate with AE, right? And like SA, ultimates usually will provide more QTE stacks. I think SA is like, it gives 4 per ult, 4 or 5. One of the high-end players can correct me in the chat. But off the top of my head, I think it was like 4. And then, so here you can see that the QTE count is already up to 20. Switch to Hersher of Reason and cast Haxor Bunny's QTE and ultimate to boost ice damage. So here, the demo. She's gonna QTE, ultimate, you see the weapon active, and then I'm going to ultimate here on Hersher of Reason. So it's a very straightforward debuff sequence rotation. Uh-oh. Having some frame drops here. Sorry guys, frame stutters. So we're gonna refill the SP and kind of just go over this one more time, right? So usual rotation here, you're gonna alt on AE. Ooh, sorry guys. Alt on Haxor Bunny, and then alt on HR. Too much ice damage. Yeah, so the rotation feels very smooth. The rotation does feel very, very smooth. I'm very excited for the things that she's gonna bring to the table. Alright, let's go to the blue one. Yeah. All this ice is freezing the screen. Yeah, my poor GPU just can't keep up, guys. Make sure you guys collect your Homu Legend proofs. I do have some intel that Terry Magic M is coming back in the time capsule in the near future. Terry Magic M, for low budget players, it can provide you some additional oomph here and there when you use cross weapons. Let me check my notes here. Alright, so we played through the tutorial. I want to go over some of her signature gear before we get into the rest of the weapons coming in this patch. And right now we're, what, 15 minutes? Okay. Oh yeah, and I gotta go over some of her skills too. So, because some of the skills will come up in the quiz later. You guys want to earn your crystals, you gotta answer the quiz questions correctly. This Bronya is so cool, and the best part is she's farmable. She's farmable. Alright, leader bonus. HTTPS. I can foresee a few situations where you will use her, or you could use her. Most situations you probably won't use her for the leader bonus. Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. You have this in your browser, right? Ice damage buffs for bursts and ultimates, and total damage, permanent total damage throughout the fight. I can sort of see like maybe 1 or 2 comps where you use AKA with her and you can use her leader skill. I don't have AKA, so I don't, off the top of my head, I don't remember AKA's leader bonus, and we can check that later. Is it free in the event, right? Yes. Yes. The new event, as well as the Chapter 23 event shops, will give you Haxor Bunny fragments. The Arc City event will give you 60 fragments. And chapter 23 will give you 40 fragments. So it is enough if you want to save your crystals. It is enough to unlock her and get her to S rank. If you have spending capacity and you want to rush her to double S or triple S, she will be available in SP supply. But that is up to you. Gotcha responsibly. Charge attack, very straightforward, right? Once you have full meter, apply the charge attack. Synchronized array is probably the most important thing, and I believe this is a double S skill, because we were looking at it recently. I believe this was a double S skill. And I'm sorry if I'm wrong, but this is a sweet skill. Charge attack and combo attacks from teammates. Coordinate drones to perform a special attack and restore 1.6 SP per second for Brony for 10 seconds. This is huge. So unlike SA, where you kind of have to farm every rotation, especially at double S rank, Brony at double S rank, you bring her in, charge once, and you can pretty much leave her off field to do SP farming from off field. It is sweet. It is so sweet. Hare Hunters, we looked at that. This is our basic sequence. You can use Hare Hunters to whittle down fast attack shields, which is coming up. Type Counter HS will have a fast attack shield during her intermission phase, so keep an eye out for that, all you 81 and up players. Off the top of my head, is there another boss that has fast attack shield? I can't remember. I don't think so. Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. Ultimate, Star Destroyer. Oh, I think there was one more thing, right? Oh, the 404 not found, right? This is your website error page when you try to access a web address that is not available. Anybody who studied websites, you're pretty familiar with this error code. So this is the triple S skill. Sort of like SA. Haxer Bunny's triple S skill will increase the speed at which she can farm SP, which is very luxurious, very comfortable for your Abyss rotations. You definitely want to eventually farm to this. You don't necessarily have to spend crystals on this if you decide not to, because she is farmable. But if you do decide to speed up the farming, you may do so. But yeah, she's very, very functional at double S. She's quite comfortable at double S already. Crusher Bunny 19C. All right, let me check time because we gotta speed things up. Okay, so Shuba's typing in that triple S. You'll want triple S to help with MA usage, but for Abyss, double S is very, very comfy already. Depends, Rowan. What are you lacking? Because if you're lacking in physical support, I would go with SA first. All right. Any further questions? Try to hold them till later on. We will have a Q&A section, and I'll try to answer more questions in post-stream. But I am on a semi-snug schedule. There are a couple of other things I want to showcase before we get into the quiz. So, yeah. Is her weapon gonna be free too? No. Her gear will be gacha. Her gear will be gacha. But her gear supply will have a pity system in place. Please check the in-game news for the details on the gacha, because they will post the rates as well as the pity counter required for that. Thank you for the bits. I will follow up on you on those bits later. 0 SP costs on this weapon. Very nice. It is very, very comfortable to use. On use, team and hosts gain bonus ice damage, and the weapon auto deploys if you QTE ult. Now, as a passive skill, this weapon will increase your team's all elemental damage, as well as elemental damage from summoned entities by 25%. So the bottom piece here is why a lot of people started testing with, Oath of Judah again. Some of you guys, I know some of y'all out there are itching to bring out your Oath of Judah and start swinging it back in the Memorial Arena. Who is SA? That's a good question. join the official Discord and check the guides in the help channel. SA is Starlight Astrologos, a physical support character. Let me check my notes here. Abyss Flower. Okay, Abyss Flower. Oh, we didn't even look at Turgenev. Let's look at the Stigs first, and then we'll go into Abyss Flower. Turgenev will be the new premier elemental support Stigmata set. If you already have JST, Irene, TB, and Margrave, you can kind of delay it, but if you want to make your life kind of comfortable, Turgenev is what you're going to have to decide for yourself if it's worth it compared to anything that's coming after 4.7, which we will not talk about today. We will reserve that for post-stream. I understand there's a lot of questions. JST power creeped? Sorta, but if you already have a set of JST with Newt, you can continue using it. Because, you know, JST provides a lot of immediate buffs, right? I don't want to harp on this too long. JST provides a lot of immediate buffs. Turgenev provides a lot of buffs and can be extended longer. So it really depends on your rotation and your damage window. And it's the same thing, like Irene versus Margrave versus using JST in a fight. There's a lot of factors at play, and you have to do your own research on the rotation and what you have available to you. Turgenev B is going to be the trigger piece, so the most important two pieces would be the top and bottom piece, very similar to Irene as well as Margrave. Host attack triggers an implosion centering on the target, which inflicts a 6-second hunter mark. Team and host summon entities deal 36% more total damage against marked targets. The top piece will activate your 2-piece set bonus. Top piece also gives you TDM, 18% TDM when there are marked targets on the field. So 18 plus 36. I'm not gonna do math on stream, but somebody else in the chat can math out. In addition to that total damage, the 2-piece allows you to extend the buff, and it causes enemies to receive elemental damage taken. So it is a lot of debuffs within just the top and bottom pieces. So the 3-piece is more so to min-max for ice support and for Haxor Bunny herself. I know some of y'all are gonna go for 3-set. That's great. I know some of y'all, you're trying to be a little bit more cautious about where you're spending your crystals. I would say your minimum targets should be top and bottom piece with the weapon. That should be your minimum targets. And that'll make your life pretty comfortable. But if you can get full gear's pretty nice. I'm still trying to debate what I want to do, but there's a good chance I'll try to go for full gear. All right, next on the agenda, Abyss Flower. Abyss Flower coming in a 4.7 will be a divine key, not tunable yet, for Bright Knight Excelsius. This weapon is pretty dang sick. There are already footage from Chinese testers that allow it to do insane things. Oh, why didn't I show us Turgenev M? Let me do that. Let's go over Turgenev M. Turgenev M. Sorry. Host summon entities deal 35% more TDM, and the QTE deals more ice damage. So in the grand scheme of supporting the team, Turgenev M is more for enabling the 3-set and is more tied to Haxor Bunny's own damage. But if you're, again, T and B being the important pieces, Turgenev M will be for Haxor Bunny's own damage. So depending on your needs and your crystal savings, you will have to decide for yourself what you want to do. All right, Lei, take it easy. I'll catch up with you later on. Thank you. All right, Abyss Flower. I'm so excited. Kinda. I don't have BKE on my own account, so I'm excited on behalf of all the BKE owners. This is a huge deal. This weapon is quite awesome in that it radically changes how Bright Knight functions for Abyss and Memorial Arena. Chinese testers have already reached insane scores with it. I think one of the earlier versions, there was even a 0-second kill, but that has been since patched out. But there are some insane things that this weapon enables Bright Knight Excelsius Durandal to achieve and accomplish. 0 weapon SP cost for the active, like most lances. All right, I'm running low on time, so we'll have to speed run this. But basically, there's 2 modes. This will work both inside of burst and outside of burst. Outside of burst, you can use it to help your SP farm, which is really nice if you're teamed up with Hersher of Sentience. Inside of burst, it reduces your slam cooldown, so you can get more slams in, as well as the second weapon active, when you're inside of burst, is a huge DPS nuke. So you can use that to try to delete bosses. But if you find that you're short on damage, then, you know, maybe get 1 more slam in. You can get up to 3 slams. All right, I want to do, we'll speed run the trial stages. There's a couple of other stuff here. New in 4.7 is this outfit for Darkbolt Jonin. It is purchasable with B chips, but the price has not yet been finalized for global, so pay attention to further announcements for the price. There's a lot of new effects, right? Red lightning effects, cyberpunk effects, very digitized effects. I love it. I play Darkbolt Jonin quite often. She's one of the suits that carried me to my only Nirvana retention, because she's really good on Nihilius. But I will be acquiring this set. Here, let me rerun this so I can show you guys the ultimate. I didn't ult on the last enemy, my bad. It is super cool. Yes, I will showcase Avogadro as well. We're just short on time. Thank you for reminding me, Shuba. Let me grab all these because I just want to show the ultimate. So the ultimate has some cool effects as well. Raiko... I can't even remember her name, but the Lightning Higokumaru has red digital effects, and you can see here a lot of really cool special effects. So, where do I get that, Lance? The Abyss Flower will be gacha. Yeah, she looks so cool with Mag Typhoons, although I think most endgame players will be running her with Domain of Sanction. And Domain of Sanction looked great on her too. Oh, those light trails. Alright, let me exit out of here. How much is this outfit? That price has not yet been announced. Pay attention, look for announcements coming up. They will announce it in the near future. Alright, Dea Ancora, she's getting a wedding outfit. I do not own Dea Ancora. I know Zikadla has mentioned that she may consider saving up for Dea Ancora on account of this outfit. This outfit has made me want to save for Dea Ancora. So, without the astral harness, she has a veil on her hair. She's wearing a veil on her head. And then once she goes into astral harness mode, the veil goes off. Did they release the code? Not yet. Saint Seiya! One more pity. I don't know. This outfit's pretty cool. I kind of want to get it, but I also don't think I can afford it. I don't even have Dea Ancora on my account yet. I gotta save for Dea Ancora first. The method to acquire has not been officially announced, I don't think, but I think it will either be outfit gacha, but just keep an eye out for future announcements because they'll let you know. They will let you know both in in-game news as well as on social media and on the Discord. All right, last but not least, well, definitely not last because we still got to go over Avogadro. Salvation of Sakura, a much anticipated release weapon, and after this trial stage, we'll look at some of the actual weapon stats. Okay, so Robs is also going over this right now. We'll look at the weapon stats right after we do the demo stage. Salvation of Sakura is a pry-arm cross that can deal multi-fold fire damage to enemies. This cross is so sweet. Oh my goodness. Weapon active triggers Sakura Rain, which makes enemies in a large area take more fire damage. What this means is that if you're low on JSTs, or not JSTs, if you're low on blood dance counts, or if your composition doesn't allow you to use a blood dance, you can use this to fill in as a placeholder. So let's drop the weapon cross. When wielded by Sakura Rondo, the weapon unleashes Sakura Slash upon hit, adding Sakura count and restoring SP for her. Tap the I-Chan button to reset the cooldown weapon and fill the SP bar. So, not covered in this demo, but in the Q&A portion in the post-stream, we'll go over some of the patch notes. Sakura Rondo is actually getting straight up buffed this patch. And we'll go over a lot of that stuff. But so far, her cross will provide much relief, and as well as the Sakura Rondo buffs. It will provide much relief for a lot of players struggling on Rhymestar. So we got one more enemy. That's pretty OP. Is there a key? Is there HOS or... Well, listen guys, I don't have any details on upcoming banners. Keep an eye out for in-game news posts about upcoming banners. I'm pretty sure that HOS will definitely get a rerun soon. She's a pretty hot topic item. I doubt that they won't. I'm pretty sure they're gonna rerun her. Alright, I don't know... see here real quick. Yeah, let's actually read the weapon stats on the pry arm first, and then we'll look at Avogadro. So you can see here I was using Sakura Rondo's or Salvation of Sakura on VP. So weapon active, like all pry arms, is 0 SP cost. Deploys across summon entity. It does a lot of fire damage. Now, one thing I want to point out for endgame players who have access to pry arms. This cross will ignite for QTE purposes, but it will not fill trauma, because in order to fill trauma, you need to use Sakura Rondo's ultimate. So for QTE purposes, this cross will ignite, but you can see here there's no ignite icon. I caught this right away in beta, and I was like, hold up. Hold up. So you can use it to ignite for QTE, but you cannot use it to fill trauma. And Rhymestar does have a phase that requires fire trauma. So if you're running HS, FS, SA, you're still gonna need Flame Sakitama with Ruinous. Blazing Sakura. Let's look at some of the passive skills. That's a lot of damage. 150% attack, fire damage. Well, this is a Sakura Rondo equip, right? Sakura brand, enemies with... Yeah, so there's Sakura Rondo equip bonuses. And then lastly, Beyond Pledge. This is a passive skill that not pry arm... You'll want to pay attention to this. Active trigger Sakura Rain that makes enemies in a large area take 40% more fire damage for 12 seconds. 40% more fire damage, and this stacks with Ruinous Pry. So in a boss fight, you can use this instead of a Blood Dance, and it'll last a little bit longer. At level 50, this is... We can check in the collection, but at level 50, it will not be 40%. At level 50... Oh, this is the wrong one. Sorry, my bad. At level 50, it will be 24%. So for those of y'all that are like trying to consider like, all right, do I need to prioritize this right away, or should I max it right away? At level 50, it's 24%, and this still does stack with Ruinous. So you guys got to take in consideration all your factors. Oh yeah, we still got to... All right, I see where Rob's is at. Let me try to catch up to Rob's. Turgonet. No, Avogadro. Let's do Avogadro and then the Twilight Paladin outfit. I think I had it equipped on her. Okay. Avogadro. Avogadro is a new Gacha Stigmata set. The M piece looks really good standalone. But some of y'all might have seen, and I know Sakurama showcased this early on, there are strategies involving Proto-Albrecht bows with Kiana suits that can blast. So Siegfried top with Avogadro MB is a lot of fun. Avogadro M, the host weapon active, shortens CD by 30%. So that's analogous to like a Terry Origins M, right? Team gains 10% TDM for 12 seconds after the host casts weapon active. This is kind of huge for support characters. And now this has a 20-second cooldown. Cannot stack with itself. When there's a word that says cannot stack, it can't stack with itself. You'll still be able to stack it with other buff effects. Attack speed, weapon active deals 65% more physical damage. So this is used in the Albrecht Proto Albrecht bows strat, and then the T piece is a TDM piece. This has a heal, which is generally not endgame players will probably not use this. The set bonus will give the host initial SP and also reduce the weapon active cost. So the 2-piece is quite important for that niche strat. And the 3-piece is TDM. So I personally still need to do more research on applications of the 3 set, but from what I have seen, the M and B piece can be used with Proto-Albrechts, right? There's a couple of strategies floating around that uses Proto-Albrechts, and it's quite entertaining. Marissa Honkai uploaded an amazing video where he ran White Comet versus DXY. A lot of fun. Highly recommend it when you have the time. But the M piece will be the coolest standalone piece from this set, as far as I've seen. And be sure, of course, do your own research, see what is priority for your account, because, what might be important for you might not be important for someone else. So, that said, I do believe that Avogadro is going to be on the same banner with Abyss Flower. So keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out on the news posts. Check your in-game news for when that gets announced. I don't have banner details today, and actually on the beta there is no banner supply available, so I couldn't even do demo pulls for you. Last thing on the checklist before we do the open world demo. Teresa is getting a new outfit for her Violet Executor Twilight Paladin Augment Core. It looks really good with Silver Reaper, even though Silver Reaper is kind of her free-to-play cross. For most endgame players, you might not have a Silver Reaper anymore unless you kept it for like FT strats. But this will be a free costume available in the upcoming event. You can play the event, do your dailies in the event, and acquire this outfit. It makes all her spell effects green. And she's got cool shoes. Damn, I wish my shoes were that cool. Celebrates an F2P, yeah. All right, without further ado, I want to bring some attention to the new time-limited event for 4.7. Can't get new shoes if there's gacha. Oh no. All right. This will have an open world component to it. I've already played through some of the tutorials, but I try not to play through too much in order not to spoil myself. But we can see here exploration mode, and this will be perfect to demo the outfit. I was actually lurking in MG stream, and I learned a bit. So, this menu here, you'll have your Haxer Bunny tutorial, which we went through, your challenge mode. So once you acquire your Haxer Bunny, you'll be able to play through challenge mode. Investigative tasks, these will be your event dailies. Data enhancement is where your story-specific or your event-specific character progression is going to be located. And they'll have, event-specific loadouts for you preset. So let's go into the exploration mode and we can sort of roam around. I want to keep this demo kind of brief. All right, I'm gonna skip this dialogue because I don't want to spoil myself either. There will be map-specific active buttons that allow you to interact with the map. One thing I learned from MG's stream is that there are destructible elements on the map that you can use the special ability, your special aerial combat ability, to destroy environment elements and thus activate hidden secrets and hidden loot boxes. So, you know, Haxor Bunny's killing everything here. Let me go find another enemy. I want to showcase some of Terry's effects. Is Rob waiting for me? Oh no, I gotta catch up. Sorry, guys. Alright, let me, I think I can teleport down here. Yeah, we can jump. It's a pseudo jump. You can jump down. But you'll have to wait for these, you'll have little markers that allow you to jump up. But jumping down is not bad. You can hop down. You'll have assassination, like in some of the other open world modes. So, all of Twilight Paladin's abilities are now green with this outfit. See the ultimate. A green Hecate. Pretty sick. Okay. Alright. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be time gated and level gated. So make sure you play your daily tasks, missions, and so on and so forth. Try not to miss a day so you can get all the rewards from the event shop. I think you can probably afford to miss like maybe 1 or 2 days and still be safe. There probably will be a catch-up mechanic. The event shop will give the outfit 60 Haxor Bunny fragments, as well as 200 crystals. And then the usual crafting supplies and mats. Alright, I'm ready for the quiz. I know Robs has been waiting. So I'm ready. Thanks for the bits and the follows. Yeah, quiz, let's go. Alright, quiz, let's go. Alright. Quiz time. Quiz time. I'm ready. Now I'm playing a short mini game of hurry up and wait with Robs. Sullivan, should I wait for Robs to go in? Because I think he's just waiting for me now, right? Thanks everybody again for all the support and love and all the follows and the bits. Not ready. All right. We'll take a short breather. Okay, I can go ahead. Okay, I'll just stop before we get to the code release, and I'll make sure. Okay, he's pulling it up. All right, we'll go ahead and start. Quiz question number 1. Actually, let me throw on some soft BGM. All right, quiz number 1. Fill in the blank. Which Valkyries have bridal outfits? Yae Sakura, Murata Himeko, Rita Rosweiss, Raiden Mei, Teresa Apocalypse. And then spam it in the chat. Go ahead, spam it in the chat. Starts with the letter D. Oh, yes. Yes, spam it in the chat. I see it. Raise your Durandals. I see it. The correct answer is, in fact, yes, Durandal. Dea Ancora. Very good. Paying attention. Very good. All right. Question number 2. Which Valkyrie has the most battlesuits? This is actually pretty good Honkai trivia, because we actually didn't go over this. This is actually for the big brainers in the chat. Who can guess it right? I see a couple of Kianas, a couple of Durandals. Definitely not Durandal. Durandal so far only has 3 battlesuits. Oh, I see the right answer. Yes, it is the Bronya. Bronya. Dabronya. One of our stream regulars, Paganist, he loves Dabronya. Alright. Question number 3. Question number 3. Which of the following skills did not belong to Haxor Bunny? Is it A, HTTP, S, B, HTML, C, 404 not found, or D, Hair Hunters? Remember, guys, we went over this. It was on the quiz review. All right. I'll give it one more minute. Keep on spamming. I see a lot of y'all know the correct answer. Yes. Spam it in the chat. Yes. The correct answer, which does not belong to Haxor Bunny. The answer is B, HTML. HTTPS is her leader skill. 404 not found is her triple S SP skill. And Hair Hunters is her basic attack. All right. The last question for the first portion. I kind of glossed over this, and that's my fault. But which of the following historical figures is related to 4.7? They named the stigmata set after this person. Avocado, Avogadro, B, Avogadro, Turgenev, Avogadro. The correct answer is Avogadro. Very good. Turgenev is a historical figure, but for this specific question, we are looking for Avogadro. Yes. And now, time for the bonus round. Who remembers or who knows a scientific constant connected with this historical figure? Now, I challenge you not to just settle for 3 significant digits, all right? I need 8 significant digits, all right? Who's got the 8 significant digits version of the constant? Who can spam that into the chat with slow mode on? Oh, there we go. 6.0221407.6 times 10 to the 23rd. Very good. I see some 8-6 variants. That is also acceptable. Both versions are acceptable for the purpose of this quiz. Good job, guys. Good job. We need lots of good answers. Seraphim's gonna be looking through all these answers, and Seraphim will be selecting the winner because there is an Amazon gift card being given away. Ooh! What was that? We got hacked, guys. We got hacked. My screen's gone black. What's going on? My screen's gone black. I've got hacked. All right, let me see. Is Rob's ready for the first code? I would like to, but I need to know if Rob's is ready. I need to know if Rob's is ready for this first code here. Thanks for the bits. All right, Rob's has posted the first code. I will also reveal my first code here. The first code, 60 crystals here. It is now available. Remember to redeem it within 24/7. So this code, 24 hours. Redeem it soon, guys. This code is available for EU server as well as America's server. Please redeem it ASAP. Please tell your friends on your Armada Discords. Redeem it ASAP, because there will be an expiration on this. All right. Yeah, redeemed it. Good, good. Redeem it. Redeem it. Oaks of Gold, I'm glad that helped. I'm glad that helped. What about Asia? Asia codes have already been published on MG's stream earlier today. So, mine, you'll have to check your other stuff. Winner has been chosen. All right, who is the winner? Because we will create a... Let me know if you've already DM'd them. And if you haven't, then I will post it up. You did. Okay, great. Congratulations to the winner. Congratulations to the winner. Good. Good. Oh, who's the winner? If they choose to remain anonymous, they may. The winner of what? The winner of what? There was a winner selected. A winner. Seraphim has already selected the winner. Who's got the DM? Fess up. No, you may choose to remain anonymous. And I'm sure Seraphim will let staff know in case they need it for metrics. But congrats to the winner. We got 10 minutes left, so now's the time for Q&A. And I do kind of want to go over some of the patch notes. So there's a lot of stuff. Show it on screen? Okay, can you DM me on Twitch or on Discord? Okay. Oh, congrats, Kodehawa. Congrats, Kodehawa. Alright, let me add the source. Let me add the text here. Give me a second. Cool beans. Oh, whoops. Give me 1 second, guys. Congrats. All right, we got like 8 minutes left on the stream before the last code. Yeah. I've been having a lot of fun. I'm a little still starstruck at this, being given this opportunity. There are a lot of patch notes, a lot of bug fixes and stuff. One of the more important ones, Shatter Sword set is getting buffed for Hersher of Sentience's signature set. Jingwei's Wings, this wasn't, I don't think this strategy was that common. So Jingwei's Wings pistol fix, that's cool. For a lot of endgame players, Parvati is getting its hitbox fixed, so this might affect your Hersher of Sentience strategies. Do try to keep that in mind next patch when you have to run when you plan to run Hersher of Sentience on Parvati. So hitbox, I don't recall specifically if this is more bald or less bald. Have they fixed Rhymestar boss fight for chapter 19 yet? Last that I was aware, the story version of that fight, I did not have any issues with. So I'm not familiar with the bug that you're encountering on that fight. Oh, but that reminds me. That's a good reminder. Rhymestar in Abyss is getting the Lantern ad wave reduced from 3 lanterns to 1. There will still be 2 ad waves. Yes, I know. Are you kidding me, dude? I know about the 3 hitboxes, but they're basically removing those triple hitboxes. So if you're planning on continuing using HS versus Parvati, just keep that in mind. I don't know how that's going to directly affect score caps because I haven't had the time to research the videos on Billy and on some of the high-end discords, and I'm sure people have already done a lot of testing on that. So make sure you guys are doing your research. Yeah, I don't know if it's good or not either. Probably is going to be less good for a lot of players already hitting your 38k scores. Does this mean Shadow Sword set is greater than Dirac and Siren? Probably not for DPS purposes, but Shadow Sword, it makes Shadow Sword better when in support. I think for most players, Siren with Dirac MB will still be the go-to. But I will try to catch up on some of the research about that and definitely try to ask questions in your respective, you know, in help advice channel on the official, and if you're in some high-end discords, make sure to ask questions there as well. All right, F2P level 60 with HOR and Key of Reason. Do I recommend rolling for Haxor Bunny's weapon? That's a good question. That's actually a really good question, because if you're F2P, chances are there's other stuff that you'll need to prioritize in your account, right? Like, you may need to prioritize characters like Hersher of Thunder or Hersher of Sentience first. I would say for new players, I probably wouldn't prioritize Hersher of Bunny. I probably wouldn't prioritize Haxor Bunny's gear as a new player, because there's a lot of stuff that you need to get established on your account. But definitely try to farm her to double S rank at least. Triple S eventually, yes. But yeah, if you're free to play at level 60, I would say that I would probably be saving crystals for Hersher of Thunder, Hersher of Sentience, those characters that provide a lot of value for your account. So if you have, okay, so this is one, I'm going to repeat myself, we're going to reiterate some stuff, and thank you for bringing this up. If you have 1200 crystals, will you be able to get Bronya? If you're short on crystals, Bronya will be farmable from the event. You'll get 60 fragments from the first event, and you'll get 40 fragments from chapter 23. And that will give you enough to get her to S rank. 40 to unlock, 60 to S. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way. But if you're at 1200 crystals, my personal advice would be to just save up. I would just save, because if you're low crystals, there's a lot of stuff coming down the line, both in 4.7 and after 4.7, that you may or may not need to do some research on and decide for your account what is more beneficial. Wait, when does this beta actually come out? Well, that's a great question. Next Thursday is patch day. So make sure on Wednesday night that you guys are using up all your stamina, because there will be maintenance hours. There is maintenance hours, and there probably will be post-maintenance crystals as well. So make sure you guys use up all your stamina so you aren't overflowing on stamina. Is Marco Polo good for HS as an F2P set? The M piece. The M piece is really good. Top and bottom pieces are situational at best, and at worst, they're not good. I can sort of see Polo B being sometimes useful if you're trying to farm SP. I cannot recommend crafting top and bottom unless you have a good beginner task reward for those. Time for the second code! Awesome! It is time for the second code. Alright, time for the second code. You're all free now. Make sure to redeem these codes ASAP. Yeah, make sure to redeem these codes ASAP. There we go. I'll fix the size later. Second code release. You're all free now. When do they expire? They expire tonight. I don't remember if it's midnight or reset, so you want to redeem them as soon as possible. These codes are good on global server for Europe and America server. What about BP? That's a great question. JST set will be available in BP as well as Pink Judah. That's as far as I know. I think JST is 8 Lucians. Pink Judah, I don't remember the cost, but I want to advise you and I want to warn you, Pink Judah will be craftable in Bounty. Pink Judah already is craftable in Bounty. It is what we call farmable. Farmable. So you can already acquire the base Pledge of Sakura for free. It's free real estate. It's free real estate. But it will cost you some Imaginons before you can get it to 50. Farmable is a recurring keyword on this stream. Can Hacksawer's QTE activate Fuhua Musician 2-piece? I believe it can, because she does come on field for the short duration of it. I don't remember, and don't quote me on it, because I'm sure somebody else will have a more correct answer if you ask somewhere. But I'm pretty sure it'll function like SA's QTE, where SA kind of comes on field for a second and then she dips. So, is HB Bronya farmable? Yes. The events, both events in 4.7 will give you 100 fragments total, 60 in the first event, 40 in the second event. That will be enough to unlock and rank her up to S rank. As well, she will be available in the Gold Pin Shop, Battle Arsenal. At 50 gold pins per 2 fragments, you can get up to 20 per week from Gold Pin Shop. And Asterite Shop, you can acquire 30 per week for a total of 50 per week now. So 30 fragments a week from Asterite Shop. So if you have resources stockpiled, you can do 50 fragments a week. We're gonna do some pulls. There are no banners available. There are no supplies available on the beta client. And I am on the main client, I am on saving mode. Can I show the event shop? Event shop is unfortunately not available on the beta client, but I can tell you 60 fragments from the first event, Twilight Paladin outfit, and 200 crystals. BP, I don't think BP is available. BP is not available on the beta client. When do you activate the code? You can go in game, click on your user ID here, click on profile, account, click on account. Obviously on the beta client it's blacked out, but here on your live client there will be a text box where you can type in the code to redeem in here. When does Hot come back? You missed her last time. I have no data on upcoming banners. Please refer to the in-game news posts for upcoming banners. How do the codes work? Well, if you go to, I'm repeating myself here. If you go to your username in the upper left-hand corner on the main bridge, click on this. And then on the right-hand side, you'll click on your account tab. And here, when you click on the account tab, there will be a text box. Any free-to-play setups, or is gear on her a must? If you are low level and you are a budget player, as for weapons, I would say you can probably use Briareus EX as a stat stick once you get to 81 and you're still in a low budget state. Briareus EX you can use as a stat stick if you're lower than that. I would probably just use whatever's available as a stat stick for the weapon. For Stigmata, that'll depend. If you're playing story mode and open world and you just wanna enjoy her as main DPS, you can use the Mary Scott set. But if you're trying to use her as support in an endgame scenario, but you're still like kind of free to play low budget, I actually want to show this because they did a great job here in the data enhancement. So you can see here, right? Part of the event power progression is they give you like all these stat sticks that you're using temporarily, and eventually you get the signature gear. Now, in actual gameplay scenarios, you can actually use Mary Scott set if you're a budget and you're just trying to use her for story in open world, not for support now. All right, don't get it confused. JST is a great placeholder for a lot of like medium level or established accounts that aren't going for Turgenev. JST is a great filler, but I want to recommend for new players that are sub 80 or sub 70 even, the Rald set. Let me actually go into the craft rather than looking for it. The Rald set. She's wearing a parka. I don't have 3 sets of these. I should be able to find it here. Did I passed it here. Roald Aldmanson, the 3-piece set bonus. And you don't even need to fully upgrade this set. Because a lot of times in low budget situations, you'll just throw the 3 set on a support character. And could you use HB with Onaset and DOR? You could. You could. The last time I tested that, though, I remember that for trying HB on the range stage with main DPS using Ana and DOR, because the temperature was really high, the results did not look as good as they should have. So, is there a skill that we shouldn't level for Haxor? No. I know about, SP has that 1 or 2 skills, right? Haxor, you're free to unlock everything. Yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out on the official stream. You're all free now. The codes will stay up. We'll just meme around. I'll probably take a short bathroom break. And when we come back, we'll do some demos in the beta abyss. Amundsen's really good for ice support. Amundsen's really good for all elemental supports. So if you're trying to help a cadet out, like some of you high-end players, you probably won't need to know it, but like you probably won't use it. But some of your cadets might be in a ultra low budget situation and you'd be like, you can throw on 3-set Aldmanson and you can support your lightning team. You can support your fire team. I use it all the time on my alt account because my free alt account is free to play. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. Official stream's over and codes are up. Make sure you redeem them. If you can't play chapter 23 yet, can you still get the fragments? This is actually a great question. So for new players that haven't caught up on the story yet, whenever a new chapter is released, you will be able to play that new chapter and participate in that event for the duration of that patch. And then once the event is over, then you have to go and in order to re-access that story chapter, you have to catch up in the story. I highly recommend catching up to the story if you can, but I understand that a lot of different players, you have different requirements for, stamina spending. Some of you guys just opened up your second open world and you're like, I have too many things consuming my stamina. How am I gonna go back and play story? All right, RWH, thanks for hanging out. Thanks again, everybody. Meftal, Seraphim, Ranran, Alfira, Nanaya, all the mods, Terrans, Shiroi, Dr. Bane, Chiruri. You're still around. Oh, thank goodness. Thanks. All right, what does JST stand for? JST stands for Jingshanten. I actually don't know the formal Chinese characters, so I don't have the pinyin for it. Ran can school me on it later. Oh yeah, Plank is craftable. We looked at the patch notes, but I didn't talk about it. Plank will be craftable in G2 Foundry. So for those that still need Plank M or Plank B, Plank will be craftable. So, Jinseng Tan. We usually refer this as JST. This is one of the current highly versatile, highly used support sets. And Turgenev will supersede it slightly, but situationally and also considering where your account is, you may still need to rely on this set. So this will be available in Battle Pass. So if you find yourself in a weird situation where you're like, well, I can't afford to roll for Turgenev, but I can get JST and I don't need anything else. Not needing anything else is very important because there are really good stuff in Battle Pass currently. And so you have to ask questions and do research tailored to your account, because you could say like, oh, I heard this is good and I got it, but it's actually not good for my account right now. So make sure you guys are doing your research. I'm gonna go take a short restroom break, and when we come back, I want to review some patch notes, maybe do some further demos. Thanks everybody who redeemed hydrates. I am well hydrated right now, and I'll probably go maybe 30 minutes to an hour more, and we'll look for somebody to raid. Thanks again everybody for the follows and the subs and the bits. I hope y'all had fun today on this official stream. Is Triple S HOTF good at level 75 with Nuada's Grief? Yes. At 75, Triple S HOTF is pretty dang good. Now, if you have Hersher of Thunder already in your account, your reliance on Hawk of the Fog might not be as much. But if you don't have Hersher of Thunder, the backbone of many accounts for a long time was indeed Hersher of the free-to-play, Hawk of the Fog. She was so good that they even gave her a Hersher skin. How do you convert rested EXP into actual EXP? Just play the game. Just play the game. It works kind of like how in World of Warcraft rested EXP works. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. There's so much stuff in this patch. I forgot to mention this. We'll take a look at this, but I gotta go use the restroom. The level cap is being raised, guys. The level cap is being raised. You missed out on HOT for the anniversary. Any idea when the next banner is? Keep an eye out on the news posts in-game. They will usually announce upcoming banners a week ahead of time. So keep an eye out on that. Can you still get the Hersher skin for HOTF? They will probably rerun it as a bingo board or in a time capsule eventually. I don't think they're going to not run it. So it'll come back. It'll come back. But I gotta go use the restroom. Thanks everybody again hanging out. I'm gonna run. Thank you again, Mihoyo. I'm gonna run a short 30-second ad break as well as put up my break text. Oops, that's the wrong one. I'm gonna go use the restroom. Thanks again, everybody hanging out. I'll be right back and we'll continue the demos. But if you need to go, if you only came here for the crystal codes, y'all are free. You can pry arm those before 81. No, you can only pry arm at 81, but you can tune the key. But I'll be right back. I gotta go use the restroom. Ah! Alright, I'm back. Whew. DDR Muchacho, thank you for the gift subs. Oh my goodness. Congrats, Frogger, Shiroi, Kumakie, Marvelous Slacker, and Ken Daddy. Oh my goodness. Gift subs. I'll turn alerts back on tonight after stream, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Uh, how do laser cannons work on Brony, by the way? How do laser cannons... I think when you charge, she'll just do... I think laser cannons just act like laser cannons. Let me actually take a look here. That's a really good question. So we were testing around. Quantum Destroyer. This is an OG one. I would not recommend crafting it, but it does do ice damage. No, what's a legit laser? Ranger's laser. A lot of players can get Ranger's laser. If you do need a stat stick, Ranger's laser is a non-cube requiring 5-star, obtainable from Chronicles. You will have to spend some stamina to farm it, but it is quite accessible. So let's go take a look, see how it reacts. I think it'll just act the same, and you'll just see it on the side. Are swimsuits coming back? As far as I know, swimsuits won't be coming back. The year 1 ones will not come back, but year 2 and 3 summer outfits should. So it looks the same. It's the same animation, but you'll see the cannon on the side, and, you know, it'll blast. So let's get full meter, and we'll run the animation again. Here we go. So, charge attack. It'll just shoot the laser there, right? Pretty straightforward. Oh, I'm still on break screen. Thanks for the reminder, Reaper. You're always reminding me. Technically, we are still on break. Ha ha ha. Also, Kodehawa. I will be removing the overlay for the Amazon gift winner, but thank you for your participation in the giveaway, and congrats. Bring back Terry swimsuit. You know what swimsuit I would like to see come back is Himeko's Black Mamba, but I know there are circumstances beyond our control. I get it. How do you get gold weapons? Which gold weapons? You mean like 6-star weapons or 5-star weapons? You gotta get to 81. Yes. So that one of the things before I got sidetracked. I'm gonna get sidetracked really easily now that the official stream has ended. The level cap is being raised from 85 to 88. So all the players that are already at 85, I guess save up your coins, because we're gonna lose the coin conversion from EXP. But there will be incremental level up rewards. Early game is mithril rewards, some ether fuel. Ether fuel will be very important. Ether fuel will be very important for getting a lot of those farmable stuff. Asteroids very important. The resonators and red lenses, you have to pick one or the other. So depending on what you need, right? I think the safe pick is to go with resonators, and then as you see that you need the red lens, you can buy the red lens with resonators. That's my opinion, but if you already know that you need the resonators for a G3 crafting stick, then you can go ahead and acquire that. I believe 70s you get both a cube and asteroid because they're separate. And then same thing, 75 and 65 you get the option for resos or lenses. 81 asteroid, SC metals. So this is Priarm crafting mats. Do I have all the characters? On my main account, I do not. I do not have all the characters. I'm missing Stygian Nymph, Bright Knight, and Dea Ancora. And I'm on the fence about the 4.8 character right now. What is level up bundle? So these are rewards for leveling up. For those of you that are already like at level 60, level 65, you will be able to backwards claim these. But for 81 and up, you do need to do the breakthrough quest to get the 81 and up rewards, because they are Priarm mats. So 50 Taurus at 83 is quite attractive for a lot of endgame players. The cube is kind of nice, but cubes are farmable. More Taurus. Willpower and Legacy. Ooh. How's everybody doing on their Celestial Hymn farm? One thing we didn't get to cover, and we'll get to that once we get to the end of this, is CH is also getting her rank up system. So you can get some sweet rank up on CH. You'll feel it. You'll feel it. I know a lot of people are getting close to their S2 if they're not already SS and up. Yeah, so for those that are starting your CH farming a little bit later, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. You'll be able to get your S1 and S2 bonuses. Just take your time. Plenty of time. She's not going anywhere. Affix lock mats. Ooh, juicy. And more Taurus and affix lock mats at 88. Granted, it's not a lot of affix lock mats, but hey, it's free. It's free. Free real estate. So I think what, altogether 150 Taurus? 150 Taurus between 81 to 88. Oh, right. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff. We looked at the Priarm, Planks and Bounty. We kind of glossed over it. Rank up system. So Hersher of Reason's getting a rank up system. Celestial Hymn's getting a rank up system, and Bright Knight. So Abyss Flower, if you're a Bright Knight owner, currently the really, really comfy spot is double S rank Bright Knight, which is kind of a significant investment. But with the new rank up system, you will be able to get previously bonuses that were restricted to double S rank. Some of it is being divided into S1, 2, and 3. I can't remember if any of these skills are brand new. Some of these other high level players can correct me in the chat. But she will be getting the rank up system. So if you really like Bright Knight, as an option, I'm not saying you should do this or you have to do this, but as an option, if you really like Bright Knight, you like the way she plays, you get Abyss Flower and you're like, oh, but I want to rank her up. You can start saving crystals and wait for her next banner. And, you know, over a period of time and different spending events, you can actually get her up to like double S rank or higher, you know? I think a lot of, you know, free-to-play and minnow players, low-budget players, kind of like myself, I'm kind of breaking into Dolphin territory, but I'm still on the low end, right? Most of us will probably keep Valkyries at S rank, but those who do have the budget, do the rank up system retroactive if you're already double S rank? Yes. Yes. Rank up system will be retroactive. So like if you're already double S rank BKE, you already have those skills unlocked. What the rank up system allows is for players who are stuck either in the middle, like they have a certain amount of fragments, or they're planning to start working on rank ups, but not quite able to afford all the way to double S. They can get some kind of DPS bonus out of getting to a substar. And I think that's pretty good because, you know, it doesn't feel good when you're trying to go for double S and then you just get unlucky on the gacha and then like you can't top up anymore for the month, right? Is BKE S1 a good investment? I actually don't own BKE on my main account. I actually can't answer that for you. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of other high-end players in the chat who might know better about BKE S1. As far as I know, S2, no, not S2, but double S is one of the breakpoints. I think S1 and S3, if it's going along with the other trends of the other Hershers that have rank up systems, S1 and S3 are usually really good breakpoints. I know from the test account during the CN beta for 4.7, triple S is quite comfy. Triple S with Abyss Flower is quite comfy, but I don't know how many among you will be able to afford that, so... are other streamers allowed to use this guide on their channel? Gotta make sure. Hey, Invincible, yeah, feel free. Feel free to refer back to the VODs. I'll probably highlight the VODs too and re-upload to YouTube and whatnot, and also, like, all that other stuff. Low resource gang. Dude, the resource grind will never end. Low resources... I finish one weapon, and then I look at my list, and I'm like, another weapon that needs AE Imaginons. Time to farm up 3 cubes again. The new player one. Oh yeah, so the new player guide is actually... that's actually pinned in the official Discord. So... That's a guide written by LSA and Shira on the official Discord. So stop by the help and advice channel in the official Discord and check the pinned guides. There's a lot of available resources there. So yeah, there's a lot of resources for new players, a lot of resources for mid-level players, and even if you feel like you're starting to break into the end game, you want to start doing more competitive stuff, you know, just ask the right questions. There's a lot of high-level players. Like I know Buds is in, he's a St. Freya professor on the official Discord. Shira, LSA. I see Echidona in there sometimes. Echidona's a SCA really good player. So pre-end game is like finish one weapon, got 6 more to go, pretty much. Yeah, it got so bad for me this current patch. During the Kawaii supply, I pulled so many Zither dupes. And so, one of the most common pieces of advice is whenever you have the opportunity to pick Taurus, you pick Taurus, because Taurus is heavily time-gated when you're farming, right? Do you have a weapon duplicate that you don't need? Don't salvage it. Convert it to Taurus. 9 times out of 10, you want to convert it to Taurus. What's that 1 time out of 10 that you don't convert it to Taurus? Well, in my situation, I actually had a lot of other dupes already waiting to be converted to Taurus. And then I ended up with like 6 Zither dupes. And I was like, well, Domain of Oblivion, Domain of Sentience. Domain of Oblivion is needing a cube. I got 6 Zithers. What am I gonna do? So, be careful with that advice, because that's a very situational advice. 9 times out of 10, you will still pick Taurus. But if you find yourself in a situation where you're like, I have more Taurus than I have Pry-Arms to max, you may decide that something else might come up that's more relevant for you. And it's the same thing. J-Nero actually asked me on the Discord a while back what to do with the alloy gift boxes for the anniversary gift boxes. I will recommend Taurus again, but again, the 1 time out of 10 that you don't pick Taurus is if you need resonators for a specific target and you already are overflowing on Taurus, or you need the red lens to finish your G3 Stigmata. And this is, again, ultra situational, so don't get it twisted now. 9 times out of 10, you will still pick the 70 Taurus from the gift box. Is it worth pulling for Abyss Flower? Asking Celphim. Yes. I will reiterate what Celphim says. Yes. Abyss Flower will make your life super comfy if you are a BKE player. That SP on active outside of Burst. I've seen some strats that are running Lightning Empress lead with HS support and Bright Knight, and you can instant ultimate right out the gate. Do you ever need more than 1 Zither? It's a rare case, but there are some situations where you'll want a second Zither for CH. It's a rare case, but there is a situation where a second Zither can come in handy. It's not required. Definitely not required. So it's like you kind of have to weigh what your account needs at a present time and place. There are a few weapons where it's like, it's good to have a second copy, but you're not required to be competitive. Oh yes, CH, rank up. Thank you for reminding me. Let's go over there. I'm excited because I have been living that S0 CH life. S1, Divine Smite. Each hit of the Blade Barrier additionally deals physical damage equal to 15% of the base attack of the Valkyrie protected by the Blade Barrier. So this affects the Valkyrie that's on field. This was relevant in a couple of specific strategies, and I can't remember them off the top of my head, but I think this will be relevant for any shield break reliant strategies. S2... Is this completely new? I can't remember, but this will be nice. Usually on Awakened Valkyries, any Valkyrie that has a rank up system, S2 is usually the leader skill if it's linked to another Valkyrie. That's how it was for previous Valkyries that had the rank up release, right? Like GK and... who was the other one from this current patch? I can't even remember. Somebody remembers. End Ocean, hey man, thanks for hanging out. Yes, codes are on screen. Is Abyss Flower only good for Abyss or only MA? It is good for both. It is super good for both. Abyss Flower with HS and Triple S Lightning Empress, you can insta-ult in MA. And then in Abyss, it'll help smooth out your farming rotation quite nicely. Sorry guys, I'm having a lot of brain farts. I can't remember the other Valkyrie that had the rank up system this patch. I only remember GK. Saphira and Pomho. Oh wait, Pomho has a question. Thank you again, Saphira, for the raid. We're doing the after show. Rinko, Mr. Shira himself, thanks for hanging out. The official stream has ended, but the crystal codes are up on the side. CHBK HR. There was one more, Reaper, wasn't there? HOR, HOV. Oh, BK. No. There was one more. I remember there was one more. Can we talk about 4.8? We can talk a little bit about 4.8. I'm actually a little confused what I want to test on 4.8. So this is your S3. So on CH, S3 is the leader skill. S2, all the goodies is front loaded to. Wait, yeah, all the goodies is front loaded on the S1 and S2. Hersher of Sentience. Okay, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, so Hersher of Sentience was a good example, right? Hersher of Sentience and Hersher of the Void. Traditionally, for awakened Valkyries, their S2 skill was the leader skill that was shared on the Link Valkyries. So I already had double S SK, so I already had the S2 skill. But I don't have S1 Hersher of Sentience. So I'm missing that sweet crit damage, you know? What's the first supply bundle? What do you mean? I know Hersher... I keep saying Hersher. Haxor Bunny. Haxor Bunny's gear supply will be probably one of the first banners after patch on Friday. And remember, Haxor Bunny herself will be farmable. She'll be free to play, friendly. She'll be farmable in the event. She'll be farmable in the Chapter 23 event, Gold Pin Shop, Asterite Shop. Her gear will be a special expansion supply with specific rates and specific pity counters. Keep an eye out on the news posts for those. Hersher of Bunny, hell yeah, man. Paganist gets it. Do you need to use crystals to get characters? That depends, but not for Haxor Bunny if you don't want to. You can use crystals if you want. I don't advise it, but you can. You can use crystals to speed up your farming for Haxor Bunny. If you don't have AE and gear yet, do you think it's still worth pulling like 30 times on Haxor gear or save up? It really depends on the situation. I think AE should take precedence, but if you think you can luck within those 30 pulls to get at least TB on Turg or get the weapon, or who knows, even get 3 pieces, like 3 out of 4 in 30 pulls, that's a risk you have to decide for yourself if you're willing to take it. I would advise against it because I'm kind of risk averse. Is there a spending event? None has been announced. There is not announced a spending event. I know CN server had a specific event, but there have not been any announcements made for global server regarding the special events. So keep eyes on social media for news posts. Keep an ear out on your Discord notifications for when they give news about it. Keep an eye on your in-game news alerts, because if anything comes out about anything, they'll post it there. Thank you again, Selfim. Thank you again so much. There's a good chance Selfim will probably be doing next patch's preview stream. Selfim very graciously put my name in the hat for this time and recommended me. So big thanks again to Selfim and his mods for taking the time to stop by and give their time. And again, thanks to staff. You guys use wallet sometimes Elite Ronin. Only if there's something that we really like. Like for me, I will be beat chipping up for Neon Shade. Darkbolt Jonin has been one of my favorite Valkyries. There was something else we wanted to look at, right? So we looked at CH's stuff. Oh, Hersher of Reason. Hersher of Reason's getting a rank up system. Oh, look at those butterflies. Those butterflies are sweet. So, sadly, for her share of reason enthusiasts, the starting SP is still double S rank skill. Start battle with 240 Construction. Starting, not the starting SP, I said starting SP. Starting meter, your 2 charges, is still double S rank. However, S1 and S3 will be quite nice. S2, again, linked with Dimension Breaker, is your leader skill. Wait, no. Leader skill is on S3, my bad. So, again, this deviating from the pattern before. So, S1 and S2 will actually have your DPS increases. S1 is actually quite juicy, increase, quite a noticeable increase in damage. So, if you find yourself not excited for, you know, Sarcasm Nyx or whoever, and you're like, I'm gonna commit to the Bronya. Bronya is the chosen one. You may opt, Paganist, you may opt to go for S1 Herrscher of Reason. Again, situational. Will Brony Gear Supply ever come back? Definitely. They will definitely rerun Turgenev and Crusher Bunny. They will definitely rerun the Gear Supply. So, like, if you miss out on Haxor Bunny gear this time around and you're like, I just want to save my crystals for 4.8, what you can do is after you get your 4.8 stuff, start saving crystals again, right? You're going to accumulate your crystals and be like, all right, I got 50 pulls ready. I got 100 pulls ready. And then Haxor Bunny gear comes back. Oh, Rinko does bring up a good point. It might take a long time, like the Shui Jing first supply. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, because it is a hot topic item. I can try to ask the community managers to be like, yo, this is a hot seller. I can offer suggestions, maybe. Yeah, and it's okay though, random idiot, if you don't have gear for Herrscher of Reason, because Ana set is farmable. Ana is a G3 set. She is farmable in the bounty system. So if you're willing to put in the time, it is free to play, but it will take some time. How well you do in your weekly bounties and bounty assists will directly affect how fast you can farm this, but it is farmable. And yes, her weapon is available in the current BP shop for the current shop and then the next 3 patches. It's 4 patches total. Yeah. They're farming Hana for Memento right now. Hana. Is Welter Ana better for HOR? Ana's like slightly better because you don't have to babysit the buff. Welt can be good on range stage if you're not babysitting your range from your targets. But like 8 times out of 10, if you have Ana, you should use Ana. The 2 times out of 10 is like you're missing one Ana piece, or it's specifically like range weather and you want to leverage like distance. Like for me, I got my 3-set Welt just as Ana was coming out. I was gonna start farming for Ana, but because I finished my Welt 3-set, I didn't need Ana as urgently. So that's why I delayed farming for Ana. Was the bounty material changes in 4.7 or 4.8? 4.8. So 4.7 will be the last patch with bounty silvers. Right now I have, and I DM'd I didn't DM, but I chatted with Marissa on Discord a little bit about it. But one of the concerns right now for 4.8 is purple lens acquisition. Right now as of V2, based on what I've seen from both Wyvern and Marissa's data, is that they did add purple lens to the gold pin shop. But right now, if you need to get any G2 stigs crafted, I highly recommend that you try to get it done before the end of 4.7. Because the current bounty event, which started back in 4.3, will be getting overhauled in 4.8. And yeah, if you're grinding stuff for Memento, I would start looking at Ana Shariak for Memento as well, because Ana is amazing for every Ice Valkyrie. Even Starchasm Nyx. I caught a little bit of MG's like version 1 test stream, and Starchasm Nyx seemed to do decent. It's not obviously Ana. It won't compare to her signature set, but Starchasm Nyx does perform okay if you have at least her weapon and then you run Ana 3 set. I'm sure more data will come out in the coming weeks as other testers are grinding out 4.8 V2. Hopefully, I'll be able to get my test client updated, and I'll try to do some scuff strats testing in V2. But yeah, Starchasm Nyx, it's looking like you either get her weapon and you can run Ana as a budget set, or you get her signature set and you can run Scotty as a budget weapon. Oh my gosh, Adrox again with gifted subs. Thank you so much. Adrox is like single-handedly sponsoring a lot of the Honkai streamers in the directory these days. Daniel, Estes, Yui, DPG Micro, and SRX. A bunch of regulars. Congrats. Congrats. So yeah, one thing in favor of what if you can't get the bounty stuff before 4.8? So if you can't get the stuff crafted before 4.8, the G2 stuff isn't going away, but as of the current patch, or the current test version of 4.8, and subject to change, so take this with a grain of salt. Take this with a spoonful of salt, because a lot can change between V2 and V3. Take this with a spoonful of salt, PJ salt. If you can't farm what you need to in terms of G2 Stigmata now before 4.8, you will still be able to craft it in 4.8, but just keep in mind that your sources for purple lenses will be restricted to Gold Pin Shop and Open World, which might compete against your ability to grind AE Imaginons. Now, one of my suggestions was to actually add purple lens to the Asterite shop, or in the bounty conversion for ether fuel, in a similar way how you can get red lens for resonators. So I will continue to submit that feedback, and hopefully we'll see some kind of change in V3. But if nothing changes, then be prepared. Be prepared if you need G2 Stigs to adjust your AE Imaginon income from Open World, because at that point, your main source of purple lens will become Open World. So keep that in mind. I know it's a long ways away, so you still got like a whole patch, right? We know 4.7 is probably going to be a shorter patch since 4.6 is a little bit longer. But between now and the end of 4.7, you have 6 weeks. 1 week between now and when patch goes live, and then 5 weeks, at least 5 weeks with 4.7. Try to get as much done as you can with bounty. Try to buy as many purple lenses as you can if you're a mid-level account. Yeah, exactly, Elite Running. It's gonna be painful because people will still need cubes. People will still need cubes. People will still need fragments for Haxor Bunny and SA. Haxor Bunny will get added into open world task reward rotation. So in addition to your gold pin and asterite shops, you will be able to acquire Haxor Bunny fragments from open world as well. And obviously you have to weigh that against what your account needs. HP weapons look on other Bronias. Okay, let's go take a look. Haxor Reason. My mind is so confused between the two right now. Azure Soaker. If you can get your hands on Azure Soaker, that would be a great placeholder weapon for Brony. All right, so let's look. So, you know, very standard, right? Oh, I can't even. It won't even. Dang it. So it'll look like this on HOR, but it basically replaces your over-the-shoulder cannon. Oh yeah, Black Nucleus. I thought about Black Nucleus. Some of you guys that are crazy enough, endgame players, range weather Asuka. If you are gutsy enough, try Black Nucleus on that range stage. For mid-level players that don't have Black Nucleus, don't know what to do about that. You guys won't be even in Super String. But for mid-level Super String players, don't worry about it. I think it's something fun for old school players to dabble with, right? You'll use Briareus EX on Black Nucleus, but I wanted to look at Crusher Bunny. We'll just look at so on a more standard one, it'll just replace the arm cannon. Yeah, Paganus, you gotta be patient, right? This outfit will come back in time capsule. Just be patient, man. what is the best use of bounty silver priority wise? You're short like everything. I would say from the bounty event, try to clear all the lens purchases with Imaginon. So I don't know if it'll show up here. Let me take a look. So for those that have been playing for a while, since 4.3 at the least, y'all know that buying red lenses with Imaginons has not reset since 4.3 because all they have done is extend the event. They haven't reset the event each patch. So my advice is if you want to save resonators and you're in a position to delay cubes, because you'll keep farming cubes eventually, possibly consider buying out all your red lenses with Imaginons. Consider buying out your purple lenses with Imaginons. And then buy out your purple lenses with silver. Because everything else is going to get converted into G2, G3, G1 nats, and ether fuel. Any leftover silver will convert to ether fuel. I know we're kind of like going over 4.8 stuff that's like ultra future content, but hopefully this is helpful for you guys to start planning what you want to do in 4.7. Red lens with rezos will stay in 4.8. So that is not a point of concern for you guys yet. Yeah. And for a lot of mid-level players, G2 Styx does offer a lot of like versatility and variety. DRX 3C 3C G3 DRX 3 G3 DRX 3G. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. So plank is added into the foundry, the bounty crafting. T-band is still really good value. T-band T for physical, T-band M for lightning support, and T-band B for standalone lightning DPS. If you still need lightning gear, T-band B is actually 35% lightning damage on equip, and you can use it for your HOR speed demon drifting in Samsara memes. Put it on your white comet, void drifter, so you can zoom around. You might be useful information if you have a T-band B on hand and you need to run those orbs in the current co-op event too, because I know people were struggling to dunk the orbs. Pachi, thanks for hanging out. Yes, if you're a mid-level player, Robert Perry is nice because what you can do is you craft Robert Perry as a 3-set and use it as a 3-set while you gather all the materials for Ana. And then once you have all the materials, upgrade it all at the same time. T-band B for lightning or something? Yes, T-band B is standalone lightning DPS. Like if you absolutely can't get a hold of Goemon, or you just need something in the B slot. Oh, whoops. We were looking at the bounty shop. But yeah. If you play long enough to have Rebel Blades, I hope Rebel Blades comes back in a time capsule, because excuse me, Rebel Blades was a great free-to-play lightning set. What's best for Darkbolt, fellow Darkbolt user? Monet T with Goemon MB is her advised set. Depending on the fight. Oh, I used Mag Typhoon, but you can use Mag Typhoon as a free-to-play option. It's craftable. It is great option. If you're bougie enough to have Domain of Sanction is highly recommended on her. Both will paralyze. So Goemon MB is really good on her. She uses combo attacks, which procs the 2-piece set effect. And then Monet T. Monet T is basically the best lightning top piece for standalone, outside of like modern sets. Like even Goemon T could not beat Monet T, sadly. But that's a good thing for those of you budget players, because Monet T is craftable in bounty as G2. I would not recommend crafting any other pieces of Monet at this current time. I would look at alternative options. Now, in specific scenarios, and this came up because Paralyzed Weather is coming back in 4.8 potentially. On the test server, Paralyzed stage was up on the Abyss test version. The Paralyzed set is Fushi M Clio B with Monet T, or if you're really gutsy, you can run like regular 4-star Tesla. Let me see if I can find it in default. Fushi M is craftable as a G1 Stig in Bounty. 92% bonus damage on elemental, 92% elemental damage on paralyzed targets. And Clio B, fan favorite. I know during the HF era, Clio B helped carry quite a lot of people through Abyss. Carried me through Abyss. Fushi, so you could actually run this on Hawk of the Fog as well. It's a very late 2019 up to early midsummer 2020 meta, right? This is a very stable paralyzed loadout. Everything is now craftable. Everything is craftable. Good luck on Nihilius, because she's gonna be your go-to solution. Double S at minimum for good fun, and triple S if you're trying to retain in Nirvana, or at least retain Red Lotus. I mean, you could probably do it with double S in Red Lotus, but if you're trying to retain Nirvana, triple S or go home. But if you're struggling in Red Lotus, triple S might alleviate some pressure. Yours is almost triple S. Good, good, good. In 4.8, Goemon will need Monet to craft it. I actually don't recall. You'll have to check the latest resources. I haven't gotten back on the 4.8 test client since the version change. I actually need to follow up with the community managers to update my client, because my client is still V1. What all should you be spending your gold pins on? End Ocean, I would say making sure your SA and HB get ranked up. I think SA is a good investment. After getting your SA frags, I think 10 smelted cores per patch is usually what most endgame players will go for, but in your position, you might not need the smelted cores that drastically. Not urgently, anyways. And of course, every player will have different priorities as they get further in the game. Gold pins for me was always kind of like the fallback currency, like, oh, I need X amount of Imaginons, I need that right now. Boom, gold pins. Or, oh, I need more affix mats. Yeah, so it makes sense. Yes, you're right, Reaper, it does make sense. But I would wait till more details come out, because I do believe that one of the things that was introduced for 4.8 was that they're gonna make a way where you can directly craft the G3 and not rely on transmuting. So keep an eye out on that for the news posts. Will you need G2 if everything's getting converted? You just use the G. You just have to play through the new bounty dungeons to farm your G3 mats, right? Double check that, because stuff probably changed, and stuff is still subject to change. So anything that you have right now as far as data is subject to change, because we are talking about future content that is subject to change. So, yeah. What good free-to-play stigmatas to elemental support? Well, we covered Rald set for as a general craftable free-to-play support, but as a general support, musician with gluttony, that is a universal baseline support, and it's bonus points for fire support. Let's assume free-to-play. You could use GTX. GTX is a very accessible solution, right? I think on the test client they only give you one candy, which is kind of funny, because most days most players will recommend at least crafting 3 gluttonies. Musician MB. If you're pure free to play, you may want to consider getting like 1.5 to 2.5 sets of Musician MB. But 2.5 is kind of pushing it, because at that point you might already have enough gear to just, gotcha for decent support gear. Oh, here it is. I'm so used to like scrolling down for this. I don't have all the positions memorized on the test client, so bear with me. So let's equip this, and we'll go over this briefly. When's it going out? What do you mean? When's what going out? When's it coming out? 4.7 is next Thursday. 4.7 is next Thursday. 4.7 is next Thursday. Make sure to spend all your stamina the night before, and prepare to collect crystals once maintenance is over. It's quite nice. Quite nice. But yeah, this is a very universal support. You can use this to support physical, you can use this to support elemental, you can use this to support fire. Fire gets a little bit bonus support because of the middle piece. Middle piece will provide bonus to fire, but the 2-piece set bonus is total damage. So you could use it to support physical, elemental. It's great. It's great. When you're a budget player, this is gonna be your kind of your foundation as far as free-to-play supports. Teresa Gluttony is craftable with 30 Imaginons. There is a daily cap. You can only craft one a day, but you can craft up to... Actually, I think they removed the cap. I remember at one time they raised the cap from 1 to 3, but then I think... Or no, they just removed the cap, and now it's like... You could just have 3. You could just have 3. Or more if you want it, because they do stack on each other to reset the duration. But this is probably the most cost-effective free-to-play support Stigmata. 30 Imaginons. Musician M and Musician B will cost a little bit more from Foundry to craft. I think they have a inventory cap of 3. But there is no daily cap. So, currently own 1, cannot forge if own 3 or more. Costs 120 Imaginons and 50 pieces. So, it is a little bit more expensive to craft. And, you know, at first I would say, like, I think starter missions has you crafting at least 1 set, right? There's a top piece is situational and it's good for budget fire damage if you have the full set, but, you know, if you're bossing, you would use GMT. Occasionally you would do like top and mid for the 2-piece set bonus, and then you put a Newt B or some other bottom stig. So top piece is very situational, but MB is very universal. Pull a link for Princess Maldi. Hi, you basically started playing. Everybody talks about bounty changes while you do not even get the current one. If you log into... Are you on the official Discord, Gamer Princess? I can sort of run through it here, but there's a more advanced guide in the Discord, on the official Discord. So let's go to Bounty Mark. The idea with Bounty in the current form is you acquire bounty tasks, and then, you farm bounty tasks, and you get supplies, you get currency, materials, ghosts, and shades with the bounty tasks. Nobody on the beta is doing bounties, but you basically get, micro fights between either, trash enemies or mini bosses. They're the same bosses, but in the context of bounty, they're kind of like mini bosses because they're generally squishier. Double S rank bounties are a little harder. You farm your ghosts and blueprints. So you can see here, for demo purposes, we have a lot of Robert Perry full shades, a couple of ghosts, and Anna. You go to craft. Click on bounty finished. The interface is overlapping with the regular Foundry system. So we have fragments here. And you can actually change the way that there's 2 ways to craft for G2. You can either transmute from a G1, which is not recommended unless you already had the G1. Or you can direct craft, which is the recommended way. Direct crafting will cost lenses as a crafting material. I can't actually forge anymore because I've reached the limit on parries. But, you need to build your purple lens. So let's take a look, right? Building the purple lens. Prints. They're called prints for the... Well, I can't even craft prints here. Well, I can do weapon. Yeah, so... Yeah, they don't let us do prints. Oh, but they let us transmute. Okay. Star level too high. But basically, you need to get the green ghosts, and you upgrade them to shades. Now, old G1 stuff, weapons and stigmata included, you have to go from green to blue, blue to purple, And then purple plus Imaginons or like a prefab weapon that costs Imaginons into your final item. So let's look at finished weapons, for instance. Weapons is probably the best example for old school stuff. So prints will cost 2 blues, and 2 blues. Oh, I can't even see the blue version, but the 2 blues will cost 3 greens. You'll need 3 target greens and then 3 filler greens. 2 target blues and 2 filler blues. But and then once you make the print version, it's your 2 blues and then, you know, filler material, other crafting materials. For a lot of the other weapons, it's like you need either Honkai pieces for the swords. Briareus. Oh, but when you craft the finished version will require Imaginons. You can see here, like Max Storm requires Imaginons. Weapon also needs to be, yeah, the 4-star weapon needs to be level 35 for the print if it requires a weapon. So you can see here, right, the level 15 is too low, but we can use the 35 one. We wouldn't craft Sacred Relic nowadays. So let's see, Pink Judah. Pink Judah is a good example, right? If you're under 81, you can sort of save on materials a little bit up front by leaving your weapon as a spirit, because as a spirit, you get to use it as 5 stars. But it'll be like 75% of the full version. But a lot of the weapons that you'll convert into pry arms are not that amazing at below level 81. So that's why a lot of people, if they're building their Ruinous, they'll leave their Florid as a spirit until they're level 80, and then they'll be like, all right, let me get my cubes, time to max it out. So if you guys are sub 81 and you're looking at the new Pink Judah Pry, Pledge of Sakura, Sakura's Salvation is the formal name, you can craft the Pledge of Sakura Spirit and then sit on it. Although with the bounty changes, you may want to consider finishing it out. If you have Oath of Judah regular, it may behoove you to finish crafting it as well to tune it for the Divine Key. So this one might actually be a special case, but traditionally we've left Demon Blade, Florid, Sakura Spirit as a spirit weapon until 81. Traditionally we've left Magstorm as a spirit until 81, or at least until 80 when you start getting ready. Times are changing, so keep your eyes peeled for the latest advice, because advice is going to change depending on new patch info and where your count ends up by the time that new patch rolls out. Are we going to be able to get Darkbolt Jonin's new outfit? How much does it cost? I don't have the specific cost yet, but we do know that it will be by B-Chip, or at least I think, I'm 99% sure it's by B-Chip. Or special tickets, one or the other. You're gonna, this is a paid cosmetic outfit. I will assure you that I will top up for it. She's awesome. So awesome. You maxed out Magstorm before Florid, before 75. It's okay though, because you can use it on Hersher of Thunder, you can use it on Darkbolt Jonin, and if you're really desperate, you can use it with Lightning Empress to paralyze. Should be around 20 bucks yet. I don't know the specific cost, but thereabouts. Thereabouts maybe. The official word that I got was just wait for an official announcement. So wait for an official announcement. And if you miss it, it'll probably come back in a time capsule within a year or so. So don't feel bad if you miss out on it. It'll come back in a time capsule. Yeah, in a year. Sometimes less than a year. Sometimes less than a year. For 4.8 Brony's outfit. 4.8's outfits. My guess is that HOV will require crystals. FS will be B-Chips, and then Brony will be event. But again, I'm speculating here because I don't have the details. So wait for an official announcement or wait until one of the CN data miner players find out. I can't really speak too much about 4.8 other than the fact that like we can talk about Sarcasm Nyx, right? Sarcasm Nyx is a hot topic. But as far as the cosmetic items, I know that the GK outfit looks amazing. I will probably look into acquiring the FS outfit. And I think I think the May outfit is a safe bet for Battle Pass. You saw in some beta vid, yeah. If Wyvern or Marissa already posted about the FS outfit, then there's a good chance that there's 2 events that you can get outfits from, and maybe FS and Brony are both event outfits. But I will be looking forward to those news as I have the time to go look them up, you know? Can someone explain why divine keys are not as amazing as they are in the story? It depends on the key. It depends on the key. Grips of Taishuan is amazing for free-to-play and mid-level budget players. Probably the best divine key. Shamash blasters are great for support. Oath of Judah actually used to be insanely good. And so the cross, Oath of Judah and Pink Judah, they'll both be really good next patch because Oath of Judah will be getting buffed indirectly by Hexer Bunny's gear. So if you loved Oath of Judah meta from back in the day before my time, but higher end players know, Oath of Judah is gonna make its comeback. It'll be great. Yeah, time capsules cost asteroids. Some stuff will cost Homu coins, and some stuff will be time capsule, but it'll be like outfit shop with special outfit tickets and or B chip. But time capsule encompasses any special rerun that they do. But most specifically, like event stuff that like asteroid, mithril costs. Actually, I don't remember there was anything. Sometimes they have like furniture that costs mithril, and sometimes it's like costs asterite. Sometimes costs Homu Proofs of Legend. MLG Judah coming back in meta soon, possibly if you have Brony. How does Haxor help Oath of Judah? It's a lightning weapon. There are bonuses on Turgenev that buff summoned entities, and there are a lot of TDM and elemental buffs from Turgenev. So, team and host summon entities gain 18% TDM. That's from the top piece alone. Bottom piece, team and host summon entities deal 36% more TDM against marked targets. 2-piece set bonus. Marked enemies receive 21% all elemental damage. So if you're running Turgenev TB with like Avogadro M, that's already more than enough to buff Judah. Now the MPs probably won't be used to support Judah, but if you have like Turgenev TB Avo M, that is pretty sick. That's pretty sick. 19C, Crusher Bunny 19C, 12% all elemental, right? And host summoned entities, an additional 25% all elemental damage. This effect cannot stack, which means if you have 2 Crusher Bunnies, it won't stack on itself. But it will certainly stack on other bonuses. What set is good for Pledge? It depends on what you're using Pledge for. Teresa Origins is a good starter set in general for most physical support, but if you're using Teresa early on to support an elemental team, you could either do Rald 3 set. If you're just using her for Time Fracture, you can use Candy Musician MB or Gluttony T Musician Fuhua Musician MB, like we went over earlier. That's like a very staple all-around set. Short break from work. Yay, Defy, back from work. Defy at work. That means Defy's getting paid and paying off all the whaling. Great. Great. HB budget AE? No, HB is like Elemental SA. The comparison is Elemental SA. Because in an Abyss comp, you'll probably end up running her, replacing a blood dance or something, and using her in conjunction with SA. So look, Sakurama's here in my beta Abyss. Let's actually run this since we're here. We'll just showcase, right? So yeah, for those of you coming in late, you missed most of the showcasing because we're covering a lot of the stuff that we actually went over during the official stream. But that's okay, as long as you guys get your crystal codes, man. Come in, get those crystal codes. They're redeemable right now. Make sure you redeem them ASAP because they probably go offline. You think on EU server reset or NA server reset? Maybe NA server reset. So make sure you grab those codes. 60 crystals each. Would be ideal Valkyrie in a HT-AE team. I actually haven't tested that, but theoretically that can work. Probably not ideal in MA. Although, actually, no, you could probably do something with that in MA, right? Because Haxor Bunny is Psi-type. I'm sure there's already runs posted with that, where it's like HT-AE, HB. I'm sure it can work on certain fights. You gotta do your own research, because I haven't had time to look up. You want to play Honkai on PC? What PC should you buy? Well, to give you an idea, you don't need too crazy expensive of a PC because I'm running this on a like 5-year-old GPU and Sakurama is playing this game on an RX 480. You don't need a top-of-the-line GPU to play it. Although in the current state of PC prices, you may want to look into getting a pre-built because it's actually cheaper nowadays to get a pre-built than to part out your own PC. So yeah, Poppy can play this just fine. True gamer talk. Is it worth it to pull on the HT-AE starter supply? The opinion is split. The opinion in the community is split. A lot of high-level players will advise against it. I don't think you should. I think you should save your crystals and wait for a proper HT banner. Because while both of them are good, you want to get HT first. Both HT and AE are very important, but you want HT first. And so, like, if you lose the 50-50, you might feel bad. And you might be like, oh, I'm going to re-roll my account. And then you have to spend more time. And then, like, it's less fun. So, the textbook answer is no, don't roll. Wait until a proper Hershro Thunder supply. And roll at that point. Rinko brings up an amazing point, too. 3080 users also get frame dips and stutters if you reset too much, and you eventually get memory leaks. Rinko, did you see Iria Baker complaining about that one time? He was like, I have a 3080 and I'm still stuttering frames. Ah! Yeah, we were stuttering a little bit here too on the demo. Wow, the game audio is really loud. Let me sorry, let me turn that down a little bit. Thanks everybody still sticking around. I really appreciate the turnout, and I'm sure the community management really appreciates the turnout. There's a lot of stuff to unpack in 4.7, and you can see here, like, we ended the stream and we're already like an hour and a half over just talking about 4.7 stuff, right? We started at 4:30 and now it's already like 6:44. Just get them super cool 3090s just for you know Chiruri actually had a really well invested liquid cooled setup on a 3090. So if he encounters stutters, he'll tell us. He'll tell us what the stutters are. All right, I think I'll probably wrap up stream at around 15 minutes from now. Once the hour gets to 7 o'clock, I'll look for somebody to raid in the directory. Oh my goodness, we're only using it's triple S HB, but we only have double S skills leveled. So we haven't unlocked the triple S skill, and you can already see like the SP farming is very, very smooth. And so then, you know, it's like an elemental SA, right? You can QTE ult from off field. It's very, very smooth. It's so buttery smooth. I don't even need to switch her back in, because as soon as she gets to 20 stacks, I QTE and she redeploys the drones. So all I have to worry about now is farming SP on AE and farming SP on HR. Haxor Bunny can take care of herself. So I, you know, refresh the QTE, redeploy the drones, rebuff Turgenev. And look at that, the stacks are already up. Stacks are already up. This is super smooth. And I'm not even executing at the fastest speed possible. Yeah, there's our stutters right there. God, I wish my actual Abyss was this easy. Farm up SP on HR and try not to die. Thanks again, everybody, for the follows. Am I gonna fix my run? I don't know if I want to do the run on stream. That was a little embarrassing. I died a lot. I do believe it will be still usable, Pressier UA, but definitely Abyss Flower will be the signature weapon. If you want to use BKE in the endgame, I highly recommend investing in Abyss Flower. The gameplay changes are so significant. And that's me coming from a non-BKE user standpoint. The damage she does on type counter HS is insane. Speaking of those new Abyss weathers, type counter HS has a fast attack shield. You can use Pink Judah Pry, you can use HS auto attacks, and you can also use Haxor Bunny auto attacks to help break the fast attack shield. They all work. They all work. It is quite nice. They all work. I think for most mid-high level players that are not using, if you're not using BKE on type counter weather for HOS, I think HS CHSA will be your go-to solution. And that's, you give up the type advantage, but you do so much like just straight up one-to-one physical damage. So it's a possibility in the future, instead of type counter SK, you'll see type counter HOS. Thanks for hanging out, Pomho. Thanks for being a helpful voice in the chat today. How good is DP as a support? She's amazing. You want to get her to double S rank, try to get your hands on some Thunder Kikakus. She's amazing as a lightning support. As well as early game, she's good for physical support as well. She provides off-field impair. So when you're starting out and you don't have multiple sources of impair, she can provide impair. And then later on, as you get more gear, like Tesla Band M, Beethoven B, Thunder Kikaku, she becomes a staple of endgame lightning teams. And Ocean, thanks also for hanging out, man. Make sure you guys grab your crystal codes if you haven't already. They do expire tonight. So whenever I end stream, I gotta go log in and redeem my codes myself. What is the best claymore for Eclipse Knight? That will be on Utu. On Utu. Might of On Utu, which you can then upgrade into Shuhadaku of Uriel. Yeah, Tachi, thanks for hanging out. Might of On Utu? Yes, the answer is Might of On Utu. Difference shouldn't be as high in Abyss. Well, I don't know. When I was on the 4.7 CN test client, I actually didn't test Claire's Serenity at all. So I actually don't have a good comparison. But do your research. There's plenty of footage out there now, because it is live on the Chinese server. But I do think that acquiring Abyssal Flower, 1, you'll get the extra nuke, and 2, it'll smooth out your farming. Yeah. Shuba's saying, like, especially in MA, like, Shuba's done a lot of research, because Shuba is definitely looking forward to getting Abyss Flower. I'll probably hear about it from Shuba, like, oh yeah, I ran Lightning Empress HOS BKE on this boss, and I destroyed the boss in 2 seconds. Which cannon for Bronya HOR? If you don't have level 81 yet, Briareus PRI is a good stepping stone, because you'll eventually need Briareus EX. I would not spend materials for Quantum Destroyer Type 2. Amaya, if you're getting Battle Pass, I would try to get the Key of Reason from Battle Pass. If you're not getting Battle Pass, Briareus Pry is a decent placeholder until you have enough crystals to try to get Key of Reason from a gacha banner. Pressing 3 buttons? I don't know, man. There's probably some crazy time fracture timing that you gotta finagle. I don't know, man. It's easy to underestimate those time fracture timings. Like, to be honest, Shuba, I remember back on the test client for V2 of 4.7, they were talking about that 626 on Rhymestar with triple SDA, and I tried to run it, right? DAFSVP with Pink Judah Pry, and I could not for the life of me get those time fracture extensions. The best I could do was like 573. Granted, I'm not that great of a player. I'm just above average. I'll stick to that. I'm just above average. Yes, so Shuba does have a very good point. BKE is very expensive. BKE and Dea Ancora are both very expensive. Durandal, for her base S suits, she's a high maintenance girl. You need full gear and nothing less. You can try to get by with less, and you might suffer a bit. I'm almost molding MA every week. Yeah, but I've only been taking casual 2% scores the last couple weeks. And I died in Nirvana this cycle on stream in front of like 500 people. on shades or purple lenses, Kuma. I'm okay. It's interesting, right? I do want to have some confidence in my play, but I'm definitely at the point where, like, the further I go, the more cognizant I am how much I still lack and how good other players are ahead of me. S-Boy got his first 100k this week. I'm very proud of him. I don't know if he stopped by this. I think he stopped by the stream before. I think he's Saltboy. Saltboy666. MABKE doesn't always use Dante, but it's like you either use like BK, like Dante or Columbus, or sometimes Dirac, right? Because I know, like, she used to use Dirac B to help farm SP on the old rotations. Stupid good or stupid bad, Shuba? Like, stupid OP or not good? Because wasn't S1 like a sick breakpoint for her? 250 points away from 100k. I think I'm like 300 points from 100k right now. Stupidly good. You guys heard it here first, right? Like, we went over it, and S1 and is it S1 and S2, or is it S1 and S3? Half of the strengths showcased on Bilibili are from SS3. The other half is Abyss Flower. Second is Kafka MB Newt B. I think you'll probably be able to do a lot more Kafka MB Newt B with Abyss Flower helping to SP farm. But if it's Kafka TM, then that also means, like, if you run like Children / Columbus TM, you can also work, right? Right, SRX? Because usually wherever you use Kafka, you can also run children, generally speaking, since the release of children. This is actually a good time. We can do for this stage. Can showcase Abyss Flower a little bit. And I'm probably gonna bungle some of the rotations. Make sure all this is good. So on the test client, yes, it is triple S. Ah, yes, triple S. And we want SA. Oh my goodness, full Shraging SA, so comfy. All right. And then after this demo, I think we end stream. We'll look for somebody to raid. Gosh, how many shards does HOR need for S1? I'm pretty sure it's 70, right? Or is it 60? Generally, awakened Valkyries are 70 per star. I don't even know if I'll be able to see it here because it's the new system. 70 for awaken, right? It's like 70, 70, and then the last one is... No, it's like 70, 70, 70, and the last one is 80. Somebody remembers better than I do. Because for me, ranking up has always been outside of my budget. So you'll have to forgive me. 60, 60, 70? 200 total. Has that changed though? Because it's 60, 60... 70, 70, 80, right? It should be 70, 70, 70, 80. Isn't it? Because it's 70 per star, but then the last one from S3 to double S should be 80. 70, 70, 80. Okay. 70 to S1, 70 to S2. 80 to S3. In live, it's 2 stars. Oh, I wonder if they're gonna change the cost per star or they're gonna. I wonder how that's gonna work. I can't see it because this character is already triple S. Keep eyes posted on Marissa Honkai's videos. $70, $70, $80. 140, that's 220, right? 220 divided by... Yeah. I don't know. I'll wait for it to come out. It's weird. Yeah, it's really weird. S1 is 70 for sure. I don't know if they're gonna... What they're gonna change. Gonna watch the VOD. Hey, Misty. Thanks for hanging out. Crystal codes are here. Make sure you redeem the crystal codes before you rewatch the VOD. But total, it's still 250. So, 250 divided by... 3? 4 divided by 4 because it's 1, 1, 1, and 1. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna change the total amount. It would be bad if it stays 70, 70, 70, and 80, but then it would be good if it was like less fragments required to S1. 60, 60, 60, and 70 for the final one. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, because then you still end up at 250. So it's still 250 to double S. Okay. That's good. I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to even S1 her, but for those that are planning ahead and thinking about it, keep that in mind. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to ult right away. Yeah, free to play, don't even think about it. Oh, whoops. I screwed up my rotation, guys. Bear with me. I have to refarm ult on HOS. So it'll go something like this. It feels very smooth, right? You alt, and then you alt. Nothing's stacked. I'm gonna go ahead and nuke. So this is the Abyss Flower weapon active during burst. That was a 1 million? But her weapon active will end her burst mode. So now she's outside of burst mode. You can weapon active again, get your SP, and then swap off and start your rotation again. Man, if only SA's SP farming was as smooth as Haxer Bunny's. So yeah, my game can't even keep up. Oh, why is my... Yeah, here we go. I was like, why is my SAQTE not going off? So one of the things too is if you do need a second slam, like if you're short on the nuke, and you do need a second slam, Abyss Flower will help reduce your cooldown on the slam. So I'm gonna go ahead and slam on this. There's no buffs or anything. Alright. Yeah, hey Fear of Code. Thanks for the whisper. Yeah, we had an official stream today. And so right now we're doing the post stream. And I'll actually be wrapping up after we clear this stage, and I'll probably bald offline or just take it easy for the rest of the week. I think Toki will probably want me to just take it easy and not bald in Nirvana. Oh shoot. So I did die a couple times playing this stage on my main account, on account of like I just bungled dodges and whatnot. Oh shoot. I missed. I was short on SP. My bad, guys. My bad, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and nuke just to show off, and then we'll start farming SP again. Oh, see, this is a situation where if I had known I was gonna come up short on damage, I probably would have did a second slam. So 80, I think I might be short still a little bit. Let me QTE back in. And then switch to SA to farm. Oops, my bad. Alright, here we go, here we go. Just bald. Yeah, my timings are a little off, and I apologize that you have to see like the stuff is not lining up perfectly. I'm just gonna farm from dodges, right? So we can just dodge out and. We're supposed to get a lot of SP right here. Sorry, guys. She's not my main character, alright? I don't play her that often. Alright, we have enough SP for everything. Let's also use the stage buffs. Is it post-Honkai the... I believe it is the end of the current era, so it is kind of like... It is kind of spoilery. Kinda. Let's actually... Look at how much damage that slam did. Let's do a second slam. We might not even need to... Yeah, we don't even get to finish her. So, obviously more than enough for Red Lotus. For Nirvana players, I'm pretty sure most of y'all have already prepared your wallets for Abyss Flower. Thanks everybody for hanging out today, especially those that stuck around for the post show. I hope you guys will visit the directory on Twitch for Honkai 3rd more often. Seraphim streams Monday and Friday. Rob's also streams quite often. I don't have his schedule memorized. Ryuko, French streamer, also is Tuesday, Thursday. Ignis Fury for Portuguese-speaking players. Mary X Player for Spanish-speaking players. Defi and Hikari for typing only. Adrox single-handedly like sponsoring all the streamers. There's a ton more that I'm drawing brain farts. I'm sorry, guys. Ziaz has mentioned something. Hikari, Defi. Who else is streaming these days? Def players. Who does Spanish stream again? Mary X Player. There's also quite a few streamers on YouTube too. I know most of the SCA community streams on YouTube. Nagase from SCA sometimes streams in the morning. Morning for me, but SCA regular time. Wicked Eye streams SCA. Zkodla! How could I forget Zkodla? Zkodla streams SCA hours. So yeah, make sure you guys pay attention to anything that Ziazis and Shira or Rinko has mentioned. Yeah, I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling in Nirvana because I don't have the right gear and my brain's been fried the last couple weeks. So I might just take the L on SK. I guess that's gonna be it. Let me see who else is streaming. We might send you guys over to Rob's if I Sakurama streams. How could I forget? He did our pre-show today. Thank you everybody who hung out for Sakurama's pre-show. I wasn't sure if he was gonna make it in time, and he wasn't sure he was gonna make it in time, but he made it in time, and he put on quite a show. So I am super glad. Hikari is actually from Ayanami Rei and Bento's Armada. So sometimes if you want to throw her under the bus, some of y'all in those high-level discords, y'all see her streaming, y'all can poke Ayanami Rei and be like, come heckle her. Sorry Hikari. Sakurama isn't live. No, he went offline earlier. It's pretty late for him. Yeah. Throw Hikari under the bus. Thanks everybody. Alright, let me actually just send y'all over to Rob's stream since he was my co-stream for the French side of things. I know some of y'all might not be French-speaking players, but at least stop in his chat and say hello. But I'm gonna go ahead and go offline. If I do play more Honkai, I probably gotta catch up on dailies on my main accounts and whatnot. Thank you all for making today's stream super wonderful. I had a blast. I'll be streaming again on Monday. I'll probably just be going through dailies and enjoying the Red Lotus life again. Now that SK has killed so many of my Valkyries. Hopefully next week's Abyss or MA will be more favorable for me as well. Hopefully I don't lose too much hair, but I know some of y'all like to see me lose hair. But I hope you guys gained some valuable information about the upcoming contents. I hope you guys got some good information. I hope you still continue to do your research and try to decide, like, should you pull for a Haxor Bunny gear or should you save? Because that information is out there, and you know, you got to decide for your account, like, what's more important right now. So I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to grab these codes. I'm pretty sure those codes have been proliferated in a lot of Discords already, but if you haven't redeemed them already, please go ahead and do that. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna send y'all over to Rob's. He's still doing Honkai content. So I'm gonna run a short 30-second ad. We'll switch to our thanks for watching screen. I still like this background. I got it off of the Honkai Twitter one time. And even though Phantom Iron isn't that pog right now. I still like that wallpaper quite a bit. Meta is temporary, but waifu is eternal. But, you know, sometimes it helps when your waifu is the meta. You know, like everybody who went in, all in on HOS gear. Sometimes that's yeah. Codes. Oh, you missed the codes? Oh no, come back. Codes. Here. Check that link. I'm pretty sure it is updated there. And if it's not updated, it'll probably be updated in the global discords. Yeah, so it is updated in that link. 4 points. I'm so happy. Oh yeah, hey look. May's birthday quiz still has 60 crystals if you haven't redeemed that too. Good luck everybody. I'll see you all next time. I'll be back on Monday. I'm going to enjoy the weekend and probably try to not maul. I still got to do my dailies though, but thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you all. Say hi to Robs. Don't be a dick. I'll know. They'll hit you with the ban hammer. So, see you all. Take it easy. Don't forget to hydrate, stretch, all that. Have a good one. Time to say goodbye.